Well,
Hey!
what happened last time on Ebon Ward?
Oh my god, guys. So much happened last time on Ebon Ward. You guys were at the Harrisif Estate. You had just wrapped up negotiations with Amaranth and basically agreed Amaranth should probably lead the negotiation because while Daletta may be the portmaster, she is not emotionally strong enough to handle this topic. Of course, as you went over to enjoy a lovely dinner with her, Redpath left with Dia to go have a discussion with Duchess and Blackthorn about the possibilities that they have before them of what to do with Andrin once they do actually fix her mind. The boys stayed and had a rowdy time and actually broke one of Embernice's little marbles. That's not very plot important, but it was funny.
It was funny, and she offered to throw it,
Oh, I never threw the blame at anyone. Don't worry.
It's just like, I feel like it needs to be out in the open. Her fault.
Lamb jumping in. Let's get the story straight, all right?
Look, I'll go on the hook for horrific murder and ripping away someone's mortality and self-agency over their entire life. I did not fucking cause that marble problem.
Not my fault. Not my fault. But once it was agreed upon that regardless of what direction they went with how to solve Andrin's physical problem, being a revenant and whatnot, there was a lot of discussion of what is morally correct. Are we good people for at least trying to be better? There was a lot of heavier discussions, and finally, after a long while, you all met up in the basement of the Lurie family estate and performed the exercise. It worked. It was dicey, and it actually opened with, once Andrin did have her understanding that she was indeed a revenant without going full murder mode, she still did strangle Maze for quite some time and actually threw Garen across the room out of just pure frustration and anger of being lied to for so long, and more importantly, just being dead, quite frankly. She was able to be calmed down, maybe not solving the problem, but at least having a somewhat clearer head. She excused herself and walked out of the home, and everyone agreed she needed some time to herself to think. That's kind of where we left off. It's kind of a bummer note. And wouldn't you know, here in the sunny, beautiful Leviara, it's not. As a storm has rolled in to the once perfect paradise. It's a pretty nasty one. So, Maze and Rosa, this started happening as you were making your way to the academy because you agreed it would be fun to fuck around with highly advanced magical technology without the supervision of people who understand how it works.
Right.
So, you were able to, and plus because you're at the Lurie estate, it's not terribly far from the academy. So, you were able to scurry on over without getting totally drenched. And I will ping. I know it's a big my-up.
Oh, this a big one, yeah.
Oh boy. Roll 20. There you are, sweetheart. All right.
It's okay, Pumpkin.
Yeah. So you guys come walking in. I'll change the music to actually something that's not terribly storming. Yeah. Rosa was able to provide some cover with her big dumb hat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a big dumb hat. I've got a cloak. We were able to be mostly not ruined by a storm.
Oh yeah, no. One thing that you also notice when hanging out with Rosa is like, whenever she clearly gets like a little stressed out or something like that, some of the rain actually becomes snow around her. So it's like, it's kind of nice, but then like a big raindrop will like smash it out of the air. You're like, oh.
Yeah,
okay,
no, we were running and the rain was turning to snow. I was like, oh, that's cute. Ah!
Under fire. But she holds the door open for you, and she notices that you're still kind of wet, and she's able to use a small gust spell. But of course, it's like cold air, which is way worse.
Yeah, just Thank you.
Yeah. No problem. I use that
Do you want me
trick
to
all
dry
the
your
time.
hair? No.
No, I don't actually. It freezes it so its icicles going straight back. Yeah. But the little transmitter should be, of course, in the transmutation room. Oh. And you see just down the way, Pure tongue sticking out as she's writing pretty rapidly on a piece of paper. Clearly doing some studying, and you see Marigold right beside her, occasionally handing a book over, but reading her own book. Clearly she's here as support more than anything.
Right. Huh. Hello, you two.
Pure looks up. Oh, hey guys! Welcome! What the heck are you guys doing here? Oh, studying. Rosa blatantly lies.
Maze was about to open his mouth and tell the truth, and then Rosa lied, just like, I see.
Rosa looks... Actually, what is Rosa's bluff?
That is her bluff.
Probably not very good, I wouldn't think.
Oh my god, she doesn't even have a bluff.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it's strictly her charisma.
She's charismatic.
She is very charismatic, actually. Plus... Okay, actually pretty good. Pure.
More charismatic than I realized.
Yeah, she's got some good stats.
Yeah, she's like a cockcaster, ain't she? She better have that much charisma.
I thought you said a cockcaster, and I'm like, huh?
No.
I'm Samochi.
Sense motive from one Pure. She doesn't really question people too often, but she is a level 1 sorcerer now, so she's got some points. Cool! I didn't know you were the studying type, Rosa. Of course. Why wouldn't I? My sister is a teacher here. I feel like I should brush up on my own studies, of course. But nothing wrong with having a little bit of fun while we're here, too. So, Pure kind of leans back in her chair and waves at me. So then, what are you doing here? Are you also studying?
No, I was just here to escort the fine lady, but, it started downpouring, actually.
Oh, no.
Wanted to duck out of the rain. I can't imagine it rains very often here in Leviara.
Marigold shakes her head. No, not nearly as often. Usually it's just sunshine for the most part. Occasionally we get, a little bit of a drizzle and things like that, but yeah.
Yeah, this was no drizzle.
Yeah. That's okay. Oh no, we have to stay here and hang out longer. Throws her arm around Marigold.
What are you studying, Pure?
Oh, so it's been brought to my attention. Doopsy informed me that as a, puts her hands on her hips, a sorcerer, reading won't make me stronger. But I would like to double check that theory, because what if it does and he's just trying to hold me back?
Oh, that's an interesting theory. Maze glances
Anakin Skywalker?
Don't you dare.
Maze glances over at Rosa, just like, I mean, I think you would already know whether or not studying is important to this, but he doesn't.
grant you one level of sorcerer, but you will not sit on this council.
This is absurd. It's outrageous. It's unfair.
Rosa crosses her arms. I wouldn't say Doopsy's entirely wrong, but I wouldn't say he's right either. And Pure, throws a hand up. Aha! I knew it! More what that means is there's a lot to be learned of how to control the abilities you have now. Learning more, that's a little more difficult, because your magic will come from within. Though, I'm not entirely certain how yours is activated at this point. Seems a little, no offense, seems a little late for magic to start appearing. Pure just shrugs. I don't know. Eldritch being touched my mind, so that might do something. Just shrugs.
Yeah, how are you recovering from that, by the way?
Great. I've developed a very cool trick. So, I need you to not freak out. Can you not freak out? I'd appreciate if you didn't. You gotta promise me. You have Maze and Rosa. You gotta, Marigold too. You gotta promise.
I'll try and keep my outbursts to a minimum.
You notice coming around the bend is a book that is just floating on its own. And she looks over. It's okay. And you see.
Freak out! Freak out!
So I can summon them now, and they have to listen to me. I can only do one at a time, but like it's really helpful. And he comes over and holds up a book. Thank you very much. And to prove my point, you can go home now. The little creature gives a thumbs up and distinctly notice a poof. Rad, right?
That is very interesting, yes.
Marigold looks over. So, while we don't freak out, we have to remind ourselves, puts a hand on her shoulder, we have to be concerned. Oh, they're so polite. They listen to me.
Right, well, fortunately, I'm not someone plugged into the grander implications of what that means for you, but I imagine when you talk to someone who is, they'll have something to say about it.
Yeah. None of the books have really been helping.
I can't imagine they would now.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I feel like I've earned a break. She like throws her arms and legs out, and Marigold nods. Actually, you have been working pretty hard, so yeah, I think that's fine. And Pure stands up. So, yeah, you seem like a man on a mission. Is there anything else going on there, Maze?
Maze glances over at Rosa, just like, how much lying are we doing here?
Rosa crosses her arms and she looks at you. Oh, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. I had an instinctual response. Like, you can ignore me.
Very well. Note taken. We're gonna fuck around in the transmutation room.
Pure puts her hands on her hips. You shouldn't do that. But it would make more sense if you had more people around to make sure nothing goes wrong, right?
I think that makes sense. And frankly, the more the merrier when it comes to shenanigans.
Heckin' sweet. Come on, Marigold. Oh boy. What about your brother? Oh, Pride, he will not get to know.
I'm sure by the time I imagine he's coming here to get you, right?
With the rain, maybe not. Well, actually, hold on. Actually, because of the rain. We gotta be quick. He's probably, like, hauling ass here now.
He'll probably be waterlogged by the time he gets here. You'll have time for 1, maybe 2 shenanigans.
That's, like, enough. I've earned it. Yeah, and it's kind of nice seeing the university. Whoa!
Long!
It's kind of nice to see the university being used for its initial purpose. Like, you see a bunch of students.
There's people who are studying instead of, like, being possessed and attacking me. It's nice.
Yeah, like, you can even see, like, this older gentleman's with these 3 students and kind of talking to them about their proposal. And just the bits you hear, it sounds like they're onto something pretty impressive. One of them is talking about a globe that could maybe alter the weather, and right now, more than ever, what an amazing tool that would be. Yeah, and Pure blasts these doors open. Is like, I mean, it's weird that we decided to just, like, go through all of the classrooms to go to the transmutation room, but, like, whatever. Just keeps going. Here, I'm gonna have them scoot up a little faster, otherwise we're gonna be walking there for a while.
You could have dragged me too. You could have been considerate about this.
I can grab. Look, watch out. Pure throws the door open, and there's actually a couple of people already in here having a small discussion with one another. Just need to get their icon. Beep, beep, beep. Over by the desk, you see Amaranth speaking with, well, must be a professor that you've never seen before. And Amaranth kind of clicks her cane once, and without even turning your direction, oh, do we have some more students popping in a bit late?
Something like that.
Kind of. We just wanted to make sure everyone was doing okay because the storm. Rosa just like pinches the bridge of her nose. Hi, sis. No, we're just kind of wandering the school just for funsies, more or less. Amaranth kind of cocks an eyebrow, and this gentleman fully stands up. No, it's totally fine. Do you need this area for anything in particular? And he then realizes, oh, my apologies. I should introduce myself. I'm Enrique Caldesa, the head of transmutation. And Amaranth looks, we were having a rather serious conversation.
I'm sorry to interrupt that.
No, it's more than fine. And Enrique kind of throws a hand. It's fine. It's totally fine. You know what? I would hate to interfere with curious minds. It's something Doopsy would say, of course, and like gives a little elbow to Amaranth, who's like, yes, he would say that. I am assuming there is at least one adult amongst you. Like very pointedly, like, again, she can see temperature, so she turns and looks at the coldest person in the room. And Rosa nods. Yes, of course, obviously. Right. Enrique, if you'd follow me for our proposal? Yes, of course. And the two walk on by. As Amaranth walks out, Enrique slows down. It's like, it's already powered on. It's like just walks away.
I wonder what gave us away.
Oh, he knows nothing. Pierre just goes sprinting up to the device. Let's see here. What other music do I have that could be good for here? I feel like this is going to be appropriate. I think Marigold is like, well, you guys have fun. Believe it or not, I don't want to be too close to that thing. It should be fine. It doesn't actually tamper with the human body. It's strictly just materials and things of the sort. Pure, like, looks at it. Maze, would you like to have the honors?
God, no.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go first. I don't know what any of these buttons do.
That's why we, like, experiment. Oh my god, we're like scientists. So let's see here. Use magic device by one pure. Okay, so she does have charisma. Let's say something like that.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop. Oh.
Yeah, no, she presses the buttons and immediately is just like, I'm gonna try this combination, and then all of a sudden you see all of this coal turn into solid gold. And she's just like, oh, that's boring. Rosa looks over. That shouldn't be possible. Oh my god, is this real? She just holds up the money. Oh my god. Looks at Maze.
Is this real? Hold on, I'll make an appraise check.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like refined in any way because it's just like it's literally coal that became gold, but yeah.
Looks real enough.
Well, I should probably turn it back. Oh, hold on here. I think now more than ever. Let me see here. Can I tint this to be like bright yellow? Oh, that looks terrible.
I mean, yeah, but like,
yeah, no. Rosa's like, I think this deserves like a full look over. I mean, you may have discovered something pretty incredible. Maze, do you have a bag of holding?
Yeah, I got a bag of holding.
Rad. So, Maze, being the appraiser that he is, he understands this sort of stuff perfectly. We'll take it somewhere to get it properly appraised to make sure that it is in fact pure gold and all that jazz. Pure gold, huh?
Yes,
right.
pure gold. And while we do that at a later date, perhaps you should internalize what buttons you just pushed.
Looks down. I'll try again.
Girl boss.
Yeah, so she presses a couple more buttons, and, you know, I wonder if I can find my... Nah, it'd take too long to find those notes. It's at this point you suddenly feel gravity sort of disappear, and Rosa looks at the gold and is like, get it!
Yeah, I'm getting it. Just like breaststrokes in midair towards floating pieces of gold.
Yeah, so, Maze,
Yeah.
oh boy, based on how much coal is there, it's unrefined, so you have to find someone that's willing to take it.
Uh-huh.
I would say if you can find the appropriate buyer, it's probably a good like 8K, like genuinely. It's a lot of coal that was just sitting there and now it's pure gold.
Yeah, alright, I'll put down in my inventory like 8K of unrefined gold.
That's what we come here to TTRPGs for.
Random gold.
Random gold. Let's go.
Let's gold.
Let's gold.
Yeah, maybe turn the gravity back on now?
I'll try. Now instead, it doesn't feel like anything's really changed. Like, gravity is still not going well, and you see Marigold, you know, this is why I wanted to be sitting down. I knew something like this might happen. She's just like hanging on to the side.
You're smarter than the rest of us, Marigold.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just more cautious than anything, really. And Pierre's like, no, I have to have it this time. So, gravity gets remedied. However, you realize what the problem was. The gravity is remedied, but you realize what the real thing change was before. You're all denser now. As a slam into the ground.
Son of a bitch!
Okay, that was wrong. Oh my God, there's instructions. I didn't see those. Okay, hang on. Just look.
You've handled this machine before, right?
Oh my God, no. Why would anyone let me near this thing? Now that she's going to be reading the instructions. Yeah, all right. She presses a couple of buttons and the density is also removed, so everything is back to normal in this room. Well, that was a similar experience the last time we were here.
Yeah, loads of fun. What a scary machine. The fact that you could just make something like this is wild.
Marigold kind of perks up. I mean, sure, it is definitely potent in how it works, but I feel like it's pretty expensive, and as stated, while it can impact people in an area, I don't think it directly harms them, you know?
Yeah, it's also not particularly portable, so it's got limited applications. Still, an amazing thing.
Yep. Well, I was promised like 2 shenanigans, I got like 4.
Yeah, I noticed nothing bad happened to you. May starts pressing buttons.
You give me use magical device.
You're gonna invert everyone's skin.
Okay.
Here comes the flay.
I think what happens here is everything cloth becomes stone. So you just hear a thun as like both the way. Yeah, you hear Rosa like ow, ow. And luckily she's like got a sleeveless top, so she can actually like reach up and lift the hat off. But you just see Pure like fall over like uh-oh.
Alright, now's the part where I try and undo the thing that I did.
There's instructions there. Did you see them?
Yes, I see them.
You don't have to use them. They're definitely more like guidelines than anything.
I think I'll use them.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just make another spin. Oh, that's the same number.
More dense.
All wood in the room becomes stone.
Oh no.
I'm noticing a pattern.
Okay, that's like not worse, I guess.
Not worse is not quite what the objective was. I didn't put my +2 on that, and I really wish I did.
So there's another flash. And what would happen here, I guess? I guess all stone becomes like iron, but it's like hot. No! Like, and you see Rose like, oh my god, please, anything else? Oh my god.
Right, anything else?
You guys start getting burned by your underwear.
Keep digging, Maze.
I'm digging, but I'm not rolling any double-digit numbers.
Mud.
What, all iron becomes mud?
Yeah.
Yeah, all iron becomes mud, which means all clothing and whatnot is now mud. Oh no, the shelves and whatnot become mud. So everything just comes crashing down.
Just like chemical reactions and shit.
Everyone's now quasi-naked.
Yeah, no.
Maze!
Yes, I've noticed. Maybe someone else should fix this. Mace just steps to the side and covers his face with his hand. Just like, I'm not peeking.
Give me that.
Jesus Christ.
I'll use Rosa's magical device.
I feel like Chad asks, isn't the floor mud now too? I feel like the floor and walls are reinforced.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, thank god. So I think all mud becomes clothing again, but like now it's all torn and like doesn't look nice, or it's like the sleeve is too long and shit like that.
And also the shelf have piles of blankets.
I will say, Maze, you do notice your bag of holding is now like long.
Oh no!
It still works just fine, but it's like long now.
Now it's like a tube of holding.
It's fine.
Sock of holding.
Rosa.
We come back like next time. It's like, Maze, can you open up your bag of what happened to it?
I don't know.
I gotta
I
reach in there, man.
I don't know. A lot of things could have happened to it.
Rosa looks at her hat and it's all like kinds of fucked up, and she gets kind of a sad look. Well, is everyone safe and fully covered? Pierre looks down. Yeah, I'm covered. But this is awesome.
Yeah, no, I don't think. I just don't think.
Listen, I can't be mad. I suggested this, and Marigold looks up. You suggested this. I don't know. I felt quirky. Is that the word you want from me? Just throws her hands up.
Questioned by the teenage girl.
I was feeling quirky, all right. 10 killed, 8 injured in quirky moment.
God. Yeah, I think Rosa kind of dusts herself off and kind of does a 360 to make sure that she's fully covered at this point. Okay. Well, congratulations. We've invented a whole new fashion sense. God, this is ruined. I'm gonna have to just get a whole new outfit.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be for the best that I wasn't paying much mind to what buttons I was pressing, lest any rowdy boys get stupid mud wrestling ideas.
Pure's eyes widen.
She gets a whole new idea for a fashion line. Mud
Wait.
look gets in.
Mud
So,
chic.
Sorry, was this about mud wrestling? And some boys?
Yeah. You know, mud wrestling. It's like a machismo thing.
More cheese. She looks at the device.
Been talking to Garen.
Yeah. Cups her chin. Now I just need some boys.
I'll do what damage with that you will. You should probably make tracks now.
Marigold cross her arms. Pure. We're not doing that. Okay. Fine. It's fine. Well, I don't know about you guys. I had fun. Pure is like unfazed.
That was certainly wacky, yeah. I don't think I trust this machine.
It isn't too long until the doors to the southwest open. And you see Enrique walk back in with like a little coffee mug. So, I see you found mud.
I feel like mud should be clearly labeled.
Mud is clearly labeled. There is absolutely a sign over there. But it's always fun to see how many people are willing to read it. Just take a little sip. But who am I to stifle one's own journey into magic? One's own self-discovery, as it were.
A responsible teacher, I would hope.
Well, I wasn't in the room, so it's not my fault, is it? He, like, kind of waggles his eyebrows.
Yeah, it's quite the thing you have there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, unfortunately, I can't take credit for its design. This was here well before I got here. But no, it's still an impressive piece of technology, and I like having people muck around with it strictly because it becomes clear how dangerous magic can be as well. Well, ensuring people stay safe. Magic is a powerful tool, and you should have fun with it, but also understand there are possible dangerous consequences.
Believe you me, I'm very familiar with the dangerous consequences of magic. Even when it's used correctly, it's extremely dangerous.
Exactly. But we do the best that we can with what we have learned, and we try to share those teachings with others. Also, where's my coal? It was, I don't know. Amaranth comes walking in, and she kind of turns to all of you. Right, well, I hope you had your fun. Rosa looks down at her outfit. Yes, I did.
I did have fun.
Right. Let's see here. Enrique, is there anything else that you need from me? He just kind of shakes his head. No, not at all, madam. Harsif. I've got everything I'm gonna need set up, and I'll get to work on those wards. But it might take me a little bit, especially considering, well, he gestures out the window. There's a bit of rain at the moment. Right. Tomorrow morning would be sufficient, I presume. Absolutely. Yeah. No problem at all. Caldesto looks at all of your outfits. There's nothing I could do about that. I'm sorry. It just... Amaranth kind of cocks an eyebrow. Something happened? No. It's... things are a little wild in here, but everyone's safe, I assure you. But if you kids need anything, I still have some more paperwork to wrap up, and I am not walking out there quite yet. I worked hard on this look, and I'm not going to have it ruined. He sits back down.
Reasonable. Reasonable stance. Well, I suppose we'll get out of your hair then.
Enrique just, like, casually throws a hand out, like, yep, toodaloo. Rosa very quickly, all right, let's get going. Yeah, I hope you all learned a very important lesson. Marigold, like, gets a little snarky.
Yes, I have indeed learned a very valuable lesson. Pure, if I might have a word with you for just a moment.
Oh, sure. Kind of scurries. Amaranth actually, like, grabs these two and, like, we are not going to keep walking through classrooms. We are going to keep going through the open library. Thank you.
Well, she didn't grab us.
No, she's like, she heard you. She's that you wanted a private conversation and guides them out.
But what about the... It's not my fault the library's on a separate map now. Blame Roll20's performance.
Yo, this outfit, like, it's a mess, but, like, it fits me. I'm looking heckin' cute.
It does work for you, yes.
Thank you, little curtsy.
A word of caution to you, though.
Uh-oh.
You remind me an awful, 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 awful lot of my good friend Dia. And there's a lot of good things about that, frankly. She's very passionate and she throws herself into everything that she does, and she's not one to be put off by something being scary. She generally throws herself directly into it. And you seem to be following much the same path, which is good, but also very, very dangerous.
She kind of looks down, and it's the first time that you notice that on the tips of her fingers, she actually has, like, black nails that are a little longer than you'd expect. Yeah. I've been noticing the more I use the magic, I'm getting better at it, but, like, things are not exactly the same.
No, I can't imagine they would be, given the circumstances that you went through. It's admirable. Really it is to want to understand the limits of your abilities and to push those limits, etc., 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 but you really should think about your own safety first and foremost.
She kind of looks down. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It's like, I know it sounds stupid, because, like, I should have known better, but, like, it's kind of a power trip, you know? You're just kind of a nobody, and a lot of people don't really care or respect you, and then suddenly you can, like, make a rock move with your brain, or summon a creature from another dimension. Like, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of neat, but I get it.
That's good, at least. Just be mindful of it. There's a lot of folks who care about you.
Yeah, I know that. I'll be better. Was there anything else you wanted, or was this just a fun little lecture?
Yeah, it's mostly a fun little lecture, though if you've got free time tomorrow, I plan on doing some painting, and I could use a hand with it, since I'm still, by and large, a novice to the field.
Oh, I don't know. Are you going to be painting a guy?
No.
Oh, well, I will do my best to guide you. I am quite the artiste. And she puts a hand on her chest and kind of bats her eyes a couple of times.
Yes, I noticed. It's another of your admirable qualities.
Oh, go on.
He doesn't.
And she looks expectantly, but never brings it up the entire time you walk. All right. I think that's a mission success.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Who do we want to jump over to next? While it's storming here in Leviara.
Well, at the end of last session, my recollection, Redpath was gonna go, like, fishing with Garen, and I think at the moment I said, like, I think Diaz is gonna go and think about anything else for a while, and Nash was gonna do something similar. So I think those are our two most straightforward options, would be to follow those two or the other two.
Sure. Let's see here. Because it's raining, Redpath and Garen are likely not going fishing. Because it's also dark out. Fishing canceled. It's sad, but it makes sense, because, like, even Garen would acknowledge, like, it's dangerous to go out at night just to do a little fishing while it's storming out.
Oh, I VRB'd.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh, here, actually, while I'm thinking of it, I need
I'm sorry, y'all. The fishing trip is canceled because of rain.
I got the email.
No. Okay, I need to... Wow, thanks. Thanks, Roll20, for doing such a good job making it nighttime. There we go. And then I gotta add the... Look at that rain. Oh,
look at this.
It's
a stormy day in Leviara.
It's a not
Oh.
great day.
Oh, okay. You're sliding a couple over.
Yeah.
I saw the motion. I was like, wait, Rain, GIF, Will, have you learned nothing?
Oh, I've learned. Don't worry. Yeah, this is a still image. Yeah, Levy are a totally different vibe in the rain.
What do you think this is? Not roll 20?
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. Yeah, we could follow little Nash and Maze, or Nash and Dia. Where'd you two
Sorry,
go
not
off to?
boys' night.
Not boys' night.
Well, I mean, I think the obvious thing would just be to go back to the hotel, because we're still waiting on Andrin's decision, so there's, at least as far as we know, there's still a chance that we'll be leaving town at the drop of a hat soon, so there's probably packing and preparation to be done.
Sure. Let me find the Siren Song Hotel. Watcha. And Watcha. I will ping. There you go. Yeah. You kind of fill Fez in on everything, and she just goes, "Oh, wow. Yeah, Duchess had kind of give me the heads up that you were going to be doing that. Like, it sounds, all things considered, like it went okay. I don't know.
Well, everyone's alive anyway. Oh, just opening drawers, taking stuff out, starting to get stuff together.
Andrin's not.
Well,
Shut up, tiny red path.
squish.
There's a
Push me
tiny
back
red
into
path
the
on the
drawer.
Yeah. Get back in there.
Yeah. But you know, it was necessary. Honestly, we kind of held out a little too long, probably. I mean, let's be real. I'm not criticizing the process here, and I certainly didn't do anything to help it, but you know.
What is there to say?
That we did our best?
I suppose. Eventually. Better late than never.
Not like we can just not have done it. It done.
Yeah. Shuts the drawer. Starts laying stuff out on the bed. You ever been to Melody Meadows, Fez?
She thinks about that. No. I mean, this is the furthest east I've really ever been. You know, I was born and raised kind of near Houndwater, not actually in it. And then I kind of moved my studies over to the south, where I met Toter, and the rest is history.
Yeah. I think you're missing a whole lot. We passed through once or twice, and I've passed through a couple times myself. It's pretty much just, you know, Farmville.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably... Melody Meadows is probably not nearly the same as something like Sweetstone. I mean, Sweetstone is enormous. It's one of the very few things I would call a farm city.
Yeah, Sweetstone's
You know what I mean?
the metropolis by comparison.
Yeah. I mean, we have other little farming communities around Goliath. I mean, Cambrian's a little bit farming, but that's more like pork and things of the sort. Nordom dabbles in it a bit. Hazel Hill. Broken Wheel, not so much, but, you know. Hey. She, like, stands up and walks over. You doing okay? Like, I know that's probably a dumb question with today, and then the weather is not helping at all, but she just kind of lightly grips the railing of the bed and just leans over. You okay?
Dia kind of has a hand on a drawer, just kind of opens and shuts it a couple times. Yeah, there's just a lot of annoying things in my life right now. And things are going in a direction I didn't expect really fast. Like, it's looking like... Shuts the drawer and kind of leans up against the dresser. It's looking like... If it's what Andrin chooses... we rush out there and find stuff from a lab, and, like, if she wants to get changed before she might be potentially fighting keepers, that's... I don't see any way around the idea that she'd be the first one we'd be trying this process with, which is not what I wanted. Would have much rather tried it on myself first. For all the reasons we talked about before, you know?
Fez nods. I understand that, but, I mean, maybe that's something to present to her. Is to make it clear that if we try to shotgun this, we don't have the luxury of time to fully evaluate all the consequences or possibilities. We can't run tests. I feel like she would understand that sort of reasoning, right? But then again, I'm not in her position, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Think all can do is just tell her everything and let her choose.
Flops onto the bed. Kicks her legs up, and now she's like kicking the bed with the flats of her feet.
You see, like, as you're kind of flopping around, you look over to the left, and you see Fez, like, on her knees on the edge of the bed, just looking at you like a cat, almost. Hey, do you want, like, a snack?
Usually. Man. I got any of that wine left? No. I can't compromise my decision-making yet.
Want to throw pumpkin off roof?
I love that suggestion.
That's a very specific suggestion. Do you have a pumpkin ready to go?
Might have bought pumpkin the other day and did it when no one around.
Bless you, Nash. Bless you.
The hell?
I mean,
all of us wanted to be invited to that.
Back when we got, like, Red Path went to the little, like, stand and everybody got a little something.
Yep.
Nash got a pumpkin and he was like, this is going bad. What do I do with it?
Out of curiosity, what roof did you throw this pumpkin off of?
Well, we haven't yet.
No, I think he did. He already
did he?
did it.
Oh,
And he's
damn.
suggesting, what if we do it again? I liked doing that.
I mean, if, well, we...
No, go on, figure it out.
I was gonna say, we could, like, get some Uber Eats and have them bring a
Deliver a
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
No, she doesn't suggest that. I mean, I'd be more than happy. Hey, she sits on the bed and wraps an arm around you. Would that make you happy? Just chucking a fucking pumpkin off a roof?
I think it might help, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, I put down my knitting.
Well, Nash, if you want, I'd be more than happy to go get a couple of pumpkins. And I assume ones that are kind of starting to go bad are better?
Less wasteful, anyway.
For sure. And, hey, the best part, she just kind of, like, shakes you. It's raining. It'll clean up by itself. We don't have to do anything. There's no consequence. Wow! She shakes your shoulders. Isn't that nice?
It's kind of nice, I guess.
Do you not feel talked down to?
Listen, Fez has had to reevaluate how she talks to Dia sometimes.
Dia absolutely feels a little talked down to, but doesn't care that much. Because honestly, It does sound pretty nice, and the golden words of "no consequences" really appeals to her right now.
That's the big one that Fez wanted to throw out. Okay.
Bro, you know what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna start a trend. They'll be like, oh my god, the 11th hour was throwing pumpkins? We should try that.
No, it's raining. Nobody can see us.
Imagine just a bunch of snobs like, it's the newest fad.
Oh! Fez gets up. Tell you what, let me go check the kitchen first and see if they've got some pumpkins or other things that would be awesome.
any kind of gourd, anything that'll explode when it hits the pavement.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they got some eggs that are starting to go bad.
Yeah, maybe
right?
there's a colossal pile of scrambled eggs that were fucked up.
Yeah, there is that.
Maybe someone decided to be bold.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. Let me go see what I can find, and it might not be a back in case I need to zip on down to the market and grab a couple of shitty pumpkins. Hey, Dia, it's gonna be okay.
Oh, here. Dia's gonna hand Fez her cloak in case you have to go out in the rain.
In case I'm okay.
I mean, if they got him in the kitchen, great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much. She takes the cloak and she kind of snuggles in it a little bit. Thank you. I'll be right back. You just hear in the hallway, like, Duchess being like, hey, where are you off to? Nothing. It's like wanders up. There's a lot of women being rascals in Liviara today.
The rain does things to them. Something in the water.
Something in the water.
There's something in the water that's turned the women rascal.
What are you knitting, Nash?
Well, I got a lot of soft material from the weaver, so think make big blanket. We always need blanket.
Yeah,
also,
it would be nice
less
to have...
hard than the finger things.
Yeah, something... I suppose, jumping into paintings has been nice and all, but I'm sure we'll still have some nights camping out. Having a nice proper outdoors blanket. A homemade one. Yeah, that's a feeling you can't replace easily.
They both just are like...
Now
that Fez is gone, it's a little bit like, we can be depressed a bit more now.
Oh god, I got a lot of work to do. If we're gonna potentially be putting this thing into motion, like ASAP, man, I gotta reread these notes. I gotta... Nash, do you have any plans to ever go back to check on or say hi to your old tribe at any point?
Nash fantasizes about the off-stream bit we've been doing where he just goes on and on about how much better he is than the other gnolls.
Well, not like it would be a nice say hi. I got banished, so really not allowed to go back.
Yeah, I mean, there's an element of it's not like they could stop you, right?
This point, no. But, found better tribe. They not worth it. But, if walk by them, would throw pumpkin over.
You should make sure to always keep one with you just in case it happens.
What about you?
There's nothing... I don't have the same kind of thing. Like, there's not a place for me to go back to, so it really doesn't matter in my case. Do you... Man... Does it, like... Do you ever think about the fact that they're out there somewhere?
I mean, I know where they are. They don't move, but, he sits there and thinks about it for a second. Honestly, lot of other things going on that didn't sit and think about them.
Yeah, that's the right way. That's the way.
Again, with better tribe now, they didn't hear me out. They just assume. Think it would be different here. If you walk in on me doing something you think, oh, Nash did something really bad, I'd hope you would think, maybe don't know whole thing, you know?
Honestly, if I walked in on you seemingly in the middle of, I don't know, killing a mutual acquaintance of ours, my first thought would be, damn, what did they do to piss off Nash? I would just assume that you were in the right and let until proven otherwise, because you're that kind of guy.
Of course Nash was in the right. I'm sorry, keep going.
Yeah, that kind of what happened. So, again, not worth thinking about them too much. They off do their own thing.
Yeah. It's just, you know, having little traces, little echoes of your previous life out there somewhere, you know, bouncing around like echoes do. It just feels weird that it's out there and you can't see it and you don't know what's going on. And will anyone else, someday from now, will someone be chronicling the life of, Nash, the Supreme Knoll champion or whatever, and go back and be like, wow, this is where it all began? And if they do, will your old tribe be like, yeah, that Nash Supreme Knoll champion, he started here. We were part of that story. Or will they still, to you, will you always just be, Nash, the person we don't like for silly reasons?
He kind of shrugs. And it's like, I think if someone want to know all about me and what mattered to me, they ask me,
Yeah.
Place you get the, truest story of me is me. Because other people could lie about it.
They could. Oh. I guess
you have law on your mind.
Yeah, well, a lot has happened in a very short amount of time. A lot of new possibilities and a lot of new concerns, beyond just the Keeper army beating down the door. I guess they didn't have pumpkins in the kitchen. I'm gonna go hand on the door. No, I'm not gonna get. Walks over and lightly hits her head against this desk a few times.
Meanwhile, Red Path. Ow! What?
Yeah, status still going.
Status? Why does she do that?
Why's she doing that?
You know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna... We're meeting on the roof. I'm straight up just gonna go up on the roof until Fez gets back.
Dia just goes up and lays in the range and...
Quite possible.
Yeah. I think, Dia, as you walk, you start to think about what Nash has said about an origin point. Something you don't really discuss with anyone, and for the most part, People assume your origins are more or less the Ebon Ward. But you have shared this origin at least once already with, I don't know if you'd call them a friend at this point, but Addis at least knows.
I think I'd call Addis a friend. I think that's their rapport.
I think they get to be friends.
I think they're probably friends at this point. Yeah.
It seems to it occurs to Dia that it seems like Addis has been basically silent for some time now, like pretty much since our brief quote unquote conversation at Blackthorn Manor.
Yeah.
And Yearn butting in. Maybe he's still dreaming.
Yeah, I think we'll fade from there.
Oh.
Yeah. You think of a long time ago. Time before you were one Dia Diadem. All the way up in the northern part of Goliath before we actually get to the snow crest that leads into the more frozen tundra of Goliath in Hazel Hills. You are not interesting. you are just another person.
Oh my god, you're a generic somewhere on this map.
Where is she? Whoa!
Whipping the camera around.
I mean, is that her?
Could it be?
Is it her? No.
Points at the goat. Huh?
It's her. Addis is thinking about this dream once again, though he has chosen not to use his voice. Just because it would be alarming, to say the least. The couple of girls with you kind of scurry about and they play with you. And they're like, come on, Jane. We're leaving the pigs alone. We already got yelled at for that. But like, you know, we could probably go run in the cornfields again. And Jane thinks about that. Yeah, okay, sure. What the heck? Why not? But as she's about to go sprinting off, a woman comes up, calls out to her, Jane, we need your help. What happened? Dad's cart. It got stuck. Can you pop on by and give us a hand? Okay. Sorry, girls. I'll be back later. The two hold hands and just scurry off, being little menaces. So what happened this time? Well, the wheel got stuck in another hole. Well, we kind of fixed those. Well, we fixed the one on the northern side of town, but we haven't really wrapped that up. As they walk, another gentleman kind of waves out to them, and very casual, nothing exciting, just another day here in Hazel Hills. You see this gentleman doing his best to try and pull the cartwheel out of just this little hole. It's honestly, it's not that big of a deal, but for a single person, it's quite the task. Phyllis, your mother, puts her hands on her hips. Where's the animal? And your father looks up and stands up. Damn thing ran off. I'm gonna have to try and track that down. Harold, do you at least know what direction it went? I was busy with the hole. I think it ran eastward. Jane, I know we just dragged you over here, and I know you're having fun, but you mind go tracking down? And Jane sighs. Okay. And as she goes around the cart, her eyes lock on a mysterious figure.
This old man is walking along. He's got sort of black and gray robes, head looking straight down, and just completely caught up in his own business, stick thumping into the ground. to the point he almost walks into the back of the cart, and he kind of looks up, like scowls, like, "Why is there a cart here?" And he takes a step off to the side.
Whoa.
Excuse
Hi.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir?
I said, excuse me.
Oh.
But no, that's all right. I'll walk around.
Oh, sorry. My dad's cart got stuck.
Yes, I see.
The gentleman herald stands up, dusts himself off a bit. Oh, I'm really sorry, sir. We'll be out of your way in just a minute.
Cart stuck in the hole. Your
Yeah.
draft animal appears to have fled.
Phyllis nods. Yeah, we'll get it all under control. Sorry for the inconvenience.
I believe I could be of some assistance. I would prefer to have the road open and clear again. Don't like walking on the grass. Feels... Grass has a mind of its own. Gets in between your toes. Awful business.
They all look at your feet. Do you have shoes on? You're just barefoot old man.
He has sandals on, which is what makes this line of argument even more strange.
Yeah, Jane looks up, like, fascinated, quite frankly.
Well, for a start.
This old man kind of impales his staff into the ground so it'll stand on its own for a moment, rolls up his big long wizard sleeves, presses his hands together, and casts a spell of mending, and brings the pieces of the wheel back together into place. It causes the cart to kind of shudder and lurch up a little bit up out of the hole, just enough that the wheel can be pulled free.
Yeah. Both parents step back and go, oh! Jane doesn't. She remains and is just wide-eyed, staring in absolute awe.
Taps the end of the cart with his staff.
The animal, however, will be a bit of a trickier prospect. Well, I suppose I could part with one. Yes, I've got enough conjurations for my research this evening. Yes, one should be fine.
And he steps back and begins to cast another spell, and the earth kind of puckers up and then bursts open, and a towering earth elemental takes form and picks up the cart directly from underneath, like picking up a pizza pan, and just hoists it in the air perfectly level so that everything stays on the cart.
Now, which direction does this need to be taken?
Both adults are just like, well, we're more on the western side of town.
Nods.
Lead the way. My servitor will follow.
Sure. All right. And they start to walk away, and this earth golem, again, this thing is lifted up with basically one arm as they go down the way. Jane has not moved. She is just staring up at this old ass man.
Walks back over, doesn't look at her either, plucks his staff back up out of the ground, shakes a little bit of grass off of it, and then sets it back in the dirt.
Right. Well then.
Wait, how'd you do that? The wheel was like destroyed basically, and like that would have taken Dad weeks to fix, and then that guy showed up.
Yes, a creature from the elemental plane of Earth, conjured to this plane and bound to my will for a time of servitude. A simple enough magic.
Simple?
In the grand scheme of things. You... Who are you exactly?
Oh, I'm Jane Reed. And she holds out a hand. She has learned to be very polite.
He doesn't immediately return the handshake, plants the staff back in the ground, kind of looks her up and down.
Very well, Jane Reed. My name is Coriander. You have some sort of question about magic, I take it?
Yeah, I guess. She, like, looks down at her hands. Can I do that?
Can you do that? Anyone? Well, no. Not anyone can.
Oh. Well,
why would you need to? It seems to me that aside from the occasional wheel shattering or horse running off, the people of this town rarely have any need for any such fanciful tricks.
I mean, sure, I guess, but when we do have an emergency, I could be there to help my mom and dad more, or maybe a neighbor. Or if I'm just going to be totally honest, I just think it'd be cool to do. You know?
That is a rather fanciful and unserious reason for what entails a lifetime study, my girl.
I didn't mean any offense. It's really impressive, and I'm a hard worker. And she puts her hands on her hips. I'm smart. I'm absolutely one of the smartest kids here.
He continues walking.
Just like sprints to try and catch up. You know, like I read a lot of books that are above my level. I can do almost a cartwheel. You know, I just think there's a lot of possibility to be had with that sort of skill set and ability. I guess also it'd be something special.
He stops.
Special. Like all those not versed in the art, you see the rewards, you do not see the costs. The costs are unknowable until you have delved far deeper. Can you truly say you understand what you are asking me?
Admittedly, no, but I figure someone could show me.
A cartwheel, you say?
Watch. No hesitation. There are no bonuses. She's a generic. Well,
She can almost do a cartwheel.
Like, it's not great, but, like, better than you could do, old man. Does that help with spells?
Not in the slightest.
Oh.
It would help with hauling cargo, cleaning vials, mortar and pestle, that sort of thing, sweeping up, touching up the edges of conjuration circles that have begun to fray. There are many things I could use assistance with at my tower.
You have a tower?
He kind of draws himself up a little.
Any self-respecting wizard ought to invest in a good tower.
He's spitting facts.
Absolutely enamored. Just slack-jawed, just looking at this old man. Now that she knows is legitimately a wizard.
If you will work to earn your keep, then I suppose...
Strokes his beard.
I suppose I would not be opposed to taking you on for lessons in exchange for labor, provided that your parents can spare you.
I'll work as hard as possible in the day, and then if you'd have me later on, I would pop on by and I would work extra hard there. She stands up perfectly straight, arms at her side. I won't waste your time.
Well, I suppose at my age, that's all I can ask. Very well. See to it, discuss it with your parents, provided they consent. You'll come to my tower at the hill beyond the edge of town, starting 3 days from now, evening, sundown. Do not be late, or I
No.
will assume that you have lost interest.
Yes, sir. Should I bring snacks?
He looks to either side, leans down.
Obviously.
Big beaming smile. Yes, sir. Do you have a preference? My mom's okay at baking. She's a generic, man.
No, I know. I love it, man.
Been a while since I've had a good hummus and flatbread.
I didn't say good.
I very distinctly said okay.
Very well. Bring what you will, and I will judge your aptitude, your hard-working capacity, and, of course, your parents' skill in baking. Very well.
Now he extends a hand.
She extends her hand and shakes it heartily, but make sure not in like a rude way or to harm him, just excited.
Very well. I will see you in 3 days' time, apprentice.
There's a little gasp from her, just this moment of like, oh my god, it's real. And she scurries out off past you.
We're actually going the same way. I hope that's okay.
Oh, how awkward.
And the memory fades.
Oh, how awkward.
Yeah, you sit on the roof in all the rain that comes washing down on you, and you think about that. Tell me, what are Dia's thoughts? Obviously, I played that origin, but what was that moment for her? Like technically should be up here. Okay.
I think that was the moment when she thought her life had changed entirely, and with some bitterness, she reflects on the fact that, in fact, it had not.
Oof. Addis suddenly kind of appears in your mind.
Is that,
A good memory or
Oh,
bad, Dia?
you haven't said a peep for days.
sorry. For me, it's nice.
Yeah, I guess you've seen a lot by now. Well, I hope that was what you were hoping for, and that made it a little bit easier for you.
He nods.
I understand.
How conflicted you are with
Your past. So you sharing it willingly means a lot. And I do feel remorse that what clearly harms you, I found to be heartwarming.
I wouldn't say it
Yeah.
harms me. To say it harms me would imply that it has any power over me.
Wording it like that implies
No.
that you're pretty damaged by
Girl
it.
deflecting.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed it at least. I'm sure it, well, I don't have to speculate, because I've seen some of your past, and yeah, they certainly couldn't be much more different. It's an experience that hard to imagine that you would have been able to have.
I just really like it because an opportunity arose for you. You took it, and even greater, another person accepted you. and helped you on a new path.
That's nice.
Yeah, old Coriander. He was no fool. I wish... Well... Maybe... if things had been different, I could have learned a little more from him, and maybe I would see that period differently now. But... well... in the end... that was not... well... was a first step, but it was nowhere near far enough. If it were far enough, I would have stopped a long time ago. And that's just not suited to me.
Based on what I do know of wizards, that seems to be a running trend. Maybe you don't need to stop. Merely pump the brakes occasionally. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Besides, would you prefer to still be there? A farmhand?
Obviously not. The problem with pumping the brakes and slowing down is that sometimes it lets things catch up to you. You know?
Don't I know it?
Where is this fucking pumpkin?
You hear a door behind you slope open. I found them! And Nash.
I waited so she wouldn't get lost and not know what roof to go to.
And Nash, can I just say, that was so sweet of you. I hadn't even thought of that. And she just like pats you. Also, your help in bringing up the rest of the pumpkins was instrumental. I walked so far.
One pumpkin, and then Nash has like 3 pumpkins under each arm or something insane.
Yeah.
Oh. Hot damn. These things are gonna burst. We've got enough to cover the town square.
Let's see. I'm trying to find her character sheet.
For how well can she hurl pumpkins off a roof?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've needed her character sheet. Let's see here. There you are.
Meanwhile, just walking below the hotel, Maze and Rose are like, yeah, sorry that date was kind of shit. I mostly hung out with Pure, as it turns out.
God, I want that so bad.
Oh, we can... You're a little ahead of me, mister. You're a little ahead of me. So, Fez's strength... Okay, she's an 8. She's actually not as weak as I thought. So, Fez holds out a pumpkin to you, Dia. Okay. Gloomy Gus, would you like to go first? A little carnage.
Hell yeah. All right. Ugh. Oh man. Okay, this doesn't actually weigh as much as I thought. It's just bulky.
Yeah, it's always the shape. That's more the problem every time.
Looks over the edge. So what's the status on the ground here as far as like spaces and people and the occupation thereof?
Right. So it's raining really heavy out. So there's really not anyone out and about at the moment. There's the occasional person that goes sprinting on by because they got caught in the rain while doing something, or it's just their best opportunity. Because you also remember there's a lot of the tunnels that go into the cliffside, so a lot of people use those in the rain. And it's only the occasional person who goes, it's too crowded in there. They instead go walking about. So if you want, you can wait for people to come on by.
You want to be a rascal and not just
give somebody
unrestrained carnage.
The last, there's some appeal to that, but to be honest, with everything that's happened lately, the last thing she needs right now is for someone else from the party, God forbid it was Red Path, come back to the hotel and for Dia to have to explain why she grievously injured a random passerby by throwing a pumpkin at them off a roof.
Yeah, that would be bad, wouldn't it?
So
Well, surely that won't happen.
for the first of these, at least, she's gonna aim for a nice open area when she has clear vision and there's no one like about to walk through there. She just wants to see this pumpkin explode on the ground.
Absolutely.
All right, shall I make a strength check?
I would love a strength check if you'd be so kind.
I did in the end
that should
put
be a
my
throw check.
+2 physical stat from Blackthorn in strength, so we're now at 14 strength
Whoa.
wizard base.
Whoa!
I can take power attack,
Whoa!
and I'm gonna need it.
You
Wet pumpkin.
So here's kind of what happens. So when you're on the roof, there's actually like a little bit of the wall that like extends upward a bit, just so like there's something to slow people down from just falling over the ledge and whatnot. You go to throw the pumpkin, it's heavier in like a more awkward shape than you realize, and you just throw it into the side of it, so it splits on the wall, and then all of the pumpkin viscera just splorts over the side with the top half of the pumpkin just splatting on the ground.
God, does the other half of the pumpkin stay on, like, fall backwards onto the roof?
Yeah, it's on the roof.
Throw it again.
Walks up, grabs it, just throws it off after.
Yeah, you throw it like a frisbee, and then you realize when you throw that, it's getting some distance because now there's no other bits and bobs to it, and it's kind of got a disc shape. So,
Whoa!
and you just hear,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
she looks. Where did it go?
Ooh.
I need to remind you, you're on a large cliff. So when you throw it, it goes past the road, and then goes past the next road, and then it would like land down into the docks area, and just it's like, ah! You get the feeling no one got hurt, but they were startled.
Yeah, she puts out her hand out, listens. Okay. Don't hear any follow-up screams from passerby. I don't think that hit anyone. I think they were just surprised.
Is that a fucking pumpkin? What is it doing out here?
Yeah, it's fine. They'll never trace it back to us.
Fez looks over the edge and looks at the pumpkin viscera. Yeah, probably not. The rain's coming down pretty
Washed
good.
it off.
All right.
Rains,
At
wash
least
away
it's
my
split.
sins.
Still split open on side, so could
Yep.
been better, could been worse.
Mm-hmm.
See?
I'm gonna chalk that up to the rain made my hands slicker than I realized. I
Yeah.
kind of just like it left my hands like half a second before I was expecting, and then it was all over.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Nash, I mean, you were nice enough to bring these up. Did you want to?
Okay, we have enough so we can each go a couple times.
Oh, rad. Let's see how the Nash do. You go to like power bomb, throw it downwards, and hit the angle bad. So again, the bottom half stays on top, but you had way more force. So the top half, like a shotgun blast, just smashes the ground.
I just feel like
It's like,
nothing
oh.
bad's happened to me today.
He taps the side of the ledge. Is this thing magnetized or something?
I think this roof attract pumpkins.
Yeah, I think it's at this point you just hear very quietly. Yeah, I mean, despite everything, I had a lot of fun. And then Maze just gets shotgun blasted with pumpkin.
Who's responsible?
Nash ducks.
We all Dia grabs them and we all fucking fall flat on the roof outside.
Fez not getting the memo. Here we go.
Pumpkin guts get
Rosa.
dumped on Rose.
This pumpkin not nearly as like rotten as they thought. Kung, just like instantly just flattened out on the ground.
No, I need a save to try and get her out of danger. I'll take this pumpkin for you, Rose.
Hey guys, I didn't expect Andrew to die like this.
I beg you. My reflexes. I must be good for something.
Yeah, I'll
Queen,
say.
I can say.
Yeah, I'll say what happens is it like still it's like for half.
Yeah.
So like it kind of like clips her and you both. Oh. Give me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, sure.
This will also be for her.
Yeah, right on, brother, right on.
Right on, brother. Okay, her acrobatics. She's actually decent at this. Okay.
Alright.
You are.
You do
fine.
a triple backflip.
Oh wow. Okay. So you realize with the water, you almost take, because it's a downward angle for these roads.
Right.
You almost go sliding down the entirety of the road, but luckily you're able to do a quick, cool flip. You get back on your feet, no problem, and you're about to reach out for Rosa, but she's able to get back up pretty easily too. And both of you just stand there. Oh, say what? Is it a trebuchet or the keeper's here? What the hell was that?
It was a pumpkin, and we haven't lost much time thanks to our graceful maneuvers. Who was responsible? Dash is inside.
Oh shit. Oh, this is the last thing. Okay, at least it's made.
Wait, did we hit someone?
Yes, fucking. Why didn't you hit the deck when I pulled you to the deck?
Because I hit a person.
Ah. Oh man.
Actions have consequences.
You shut up! Oh, this is why I forget sometimes we haven't been on enough adventures together. You don't know the immediate, oh shit protocols for when something like this happens. Oh man. Okay.
This is fun.
Okay.
This is adrenaline though.
Nash,
my gosh.
Nash. You got
Worst
your
case,
slippers.
I take blame.
You got your slippers of spider climbing, right? No one's going to jail for this. Okay. I mean, Fez and I are both reasonably light. You want to underarm us and just they went inside. Now we can slip down the side of the building. Come in behind them. Bob's your uncle. Mysterious pumpkins on the roof? I don't know. We weren't in the building, as you can clearly see while we're coming in the front door. Let's go. She's
leaving the pumpkins
into Nash's
there.
arms.
So here are the things that happen. You don't have nearly as much time as you think, because the moment Rosa and Maze start running in, she casts haste and blasting up the stairs at an insane pace.
I think they catch Nash, Underarm, and Dia and Fez on the edge of the roof about to climb down.
Yeah. So these two come, they throw the door open, and Rosa just points, there they are, they're right over there!
Man, this is horrible. The invisible gymnast is back and she's throwing pumpkins. Let's go!
Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining!
Definitely raining.
They come sprinting over and grab you by the shirt and back onto the ledge. I'm sorry,
Hang on. I'm just gonna lean over here for a second. What the hell?
I'm getting some weird vibes.
Why isn't everybody?
Everyone's so hyper right now. Something is happening.
Look, I'm just gonna look. Just for the record, this was Fez's idea, and she was the one who threw the second pumpkin.
I am upset that you threw me under the bus, but I have to admit these are facts. But hold on. Nash came up with the idea, but I am not good at understanding faux pas. So, but you're okay. Hey, we have more pumpkins. You want to throw some?
Yes, I would like to throw a pumpkin.
Yeah, do it. Then
Yeah,
we're all equally guilty.
No
We can
one's
put it
going
behind
to
us.
jail.
Yeah. No one's going to jail. No one's a snitch here, right? We're all cool.
Rosa, would you also like to throw a pumpkin?
I did not put my 11th character level in Narc.
Sure. I'm looking to see if I have any abilities that would make this exciting to do. Not especially.
Maze side eyes.
Fast and haste to get us.
Maze side eyes Rosa like we're absolutely throwing a pumpkin at them.
She nods. Oh, wait. I have a wild idea. She takes the pumpkin and sets it down in the ground. She's like, everyone, back up. Okay. And strictly underneath the pumpkin, she casts Ice Wall, which then just launches it straight up. Rosa, like, looks up in the rain. Ah, there was no angle.
Yeah, it's coming straight back down in like 1.5 seconons.
Yep, I'm
there
going
it goes.
And it just hits the roof and just detonates. It just splatters.
Close enough.
That was exhilarating.
I got some guts on me.
I could have caught it.
Maze, your turn.
Thank you. I think I'll just take the simple and elegant approach. Mace is just going to pop the top off this pumpkin and throw guts at his friends.
What is this?
Hey,
It's a snowball fight?
No,
Yeah,
even
you just look-
explode! Lame,
Dia starts picking up
lame.
the falling guts and throwing them back at Maze.
You don't just dump guts on people while they're going for a stroll!
Well, what are you doing? We could have been strolling up here on the roof. You didn't know. Now, gut thrower man.
Maze deposits the pumpkin over Dia's head.
Oh man, that's even in the rain. That's not gonna come out of my hair easily. You realize that?
I'll call us even then.
It's too big for me to prestidigitate. I'm gonna need an actual. Oh man, I'm going back inside. This is gonna take a second.
Oh, but we have one more.
Dia shoots magic missiles at the pumpkin and destroys it with a barrage of force.
You blow up the pumpkin that your girlfriend is holding.
Not while she's I didn't think she was holding. I thought she was just pointing at it.
Damn near blew my tits off. What are you doing? Okay, no more pumpkins.
All right, you know what? This did help. I do feel better.
Right? Oh, Nash, amazing suggestion.
I'm best at emotions.
See, my Nash is the best at everything.
Jeez, if you guys wanted to fuck around so much, you should have just come with us to the school.
It's at this point you look at their clothes and how fucked up they are.
Did you like? She pokes at the cloak. Did you machine dry this and machine wash it like 8 times while you were out? It's all scrunked.
Mud. It turned to mud.
Yeah, our clothing turned to mud. Fez looks at Dia like, new ideas.
No idea. Not this outfit. I can't lose this.
Fair.
Little bit of nightmare.
Yeah. Huh?
One of these
Neat.
evenings.
Rosa puts her hands on her hips. No, I don't think it was very romantic or fun. It was quirky, though, which is a good thing.
You need to broaden your definition of romance, my dear.
So at this point, you realize that Rosa's probably never had a relationship before.
Probably not, no.
No, probably not.
Do we want to finally check in with Redpath?
Let's go check on Redpath.
Zooms into Redpath. What are they doing?
These
What's
fucking
happening?
jokers, what the hell?
Because it's been raining so much, you guys really can't go fishing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I imagine they made it down to the docks and then it started raining and it was like, ah, fuck, man.
Yeah. Garen, he looks a little disappointed, but he's like, it is what it is. He understands. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not like the ocean's going anywhere.
Besides, I have heard incredible things of this House of Hoagies.
Yeah, it's quite alright.
Quite all right. From you, that is a glowing review.
I mean, I didn't get a hoagie when I came here. I got... what was it? I don't even remember.
Well, where would you like to sit?
Well, those chairs are too big. Probably... I guess just here, maybe? They don't have any tables for 2. That seems a little...
How are we supposed to have a romantic hot dog moment?
How are we supposed to have a romantic hot dog?
Wait, I just realized something. There, now we're looking at each other.
Oh, yes. Picks looks up.
You look very handsome in this light, or I assume you would if this candelabra weren't in the way.
How's your stomach feeling? Are you actually able to eat something from here, or?
I think so. A little food wouldn't be a bad idea. It's been understandably a rather stressful day. But a necessary one. And I appreciate how you handled that.
I don't know how I would have handled it any other way.
Fair.
Turn off the rain for now.
What do you think she's doing now?
Well, I hope she's indoors.
I kind of hope she's not.
Looks at you. Please elaborate.
I don't know, there's something about being out in the rain. It's really nice. It's refreshing. Especially in, somewhere like this where it's warm rain or, not freezing cold.
This is true. All the same. I hope that the rain is refreshing, but that she doesn't catch a cold.
Then he thinks about that.
I don't think she can anymore.
I don't think she can. In any case. But I just need to wait for her when she's ready. I'm not going to force her into anything, and I am hoping that Duchess is able to have a full conversation with her.
I think, if anybody, Duchess is the one she's most willing to, or she's most likely to listen to. Not just because she has that aura of authority about her, but, I guess she's the closest thing Andron's had to, like, a maternal figure.
This is true.
Does she ever talk about her family?
Garen shakes his head.
Not especially. As you know, her parents were killed in a raid in Cambrian, and we keepers were able to stop it for the most part, but we couldn't save everyone. And I found Andy when she was about 10, and I hated the idea of her being alone, so instead of leaving her in an orphanage, I requested to bring her with me. As a judge at the time, my request was not denied, and obviously I made sure that she wanted to, but that wasn't exactly a hard conversation. She was basically glued to me. And from there, well, what started off as more a supervisor, involved into more familial roles.
I see. And you said she was kind of sassy back then, that she swore?
Immensely so. Immensely so.
When you said that before, like, that took me aback, but thinking on it more, I can see it. I really can, actually.
It took a lot of time to teach her a more proper decorum, proper way to present yourself to people. And we got there.
Does she really need to do that anymore, though?
Politely, I don't care what she wants to do anymore, as long as it's... I phrased that poorly.
I understand. It's not like she's gonna go out and get in barroom brawls or anything, but I think a girl should be allowed to swear every now and then.
He nods. More what I mean is, whatever she wants to do or become, I will not hold her back. It was just at the time I found her behavior to be inappropriate for her age. I understand the inciting incident would lead to such behavior, but I would not have her fall down that path. But she's old enough now to choose for herself.
Oh, right, we're supposed to order food.
Oh, yes.
I think instinctually, Garen holds up a hand and snaps. And then he's like,
That was the rudest thing I've ever done, I think. I don't know where that came from.
I don't.
Will the someone
Excuse me?
show up?
yeah. No, I think what happens is that this individual comes on up, unfazed by the snap, probably because they're surrounded by nobles. Yeah, hi, what can I get for you guys?
Hi, first things first, sorry about that. I don't know where that came from.
I am so sorry. I have no idea where that came from.
And this individual just puts their hands up. No, it's totally fine. Like, honestly, it took my partner and I a moment, just like, oh, wait, did that just happen? That was great. I loved it. So, yeah, what can I get for you?
2 of whatever you want, I don't care.
I was about to have him go, hokey.
I'll take the club. Just a big old club.
So, 2 clubs?
Yeah.
I should really double check. I presume I already know.
Yeah.
Large or giant?
Giant sounds intriguing.
No, okay. We can only do that if we save the rest for tomorrow and probably the next day.
One giant club.
1 giant one, 1 large one. Oh my god.
Yeah, you got it. It'll take us a couple minutes, but yeah, we'll get it for you.
Thank you very much. Redpath. A giant club. It's like a weapon.
He kind of points past Garen at the giants eating one over there. Like, I hope you understand that is what you're in for. It's a weapon. Yeah, for sure. It could be a weapon against your insides.
Good. I look forward to the challenge. How are you doing, Redpath?
This is gonna sound bad, but I actually feel pretty good.
Nothing to feel bad about there. It's a nice change of pace, honestly.
Yeah.
Any
I feel like
particular
I just
reason?
exhaled for the first time in months.
Probably similar to when you told me.
Yeah. This time was easier, I think.
That's surprising. I would have... Well, maybe I'm biased. I would have found this to be far more taxing.
I think it's... I feel like a lot more people were in danger when I had told you. Oh, but... I don't think it's... Now that I don't know. Maybe it's not fair to compare the two. Maybe it's not right of me to do that at all.
He shakes his head. I don't think there's anything wrong with putting them side by side, so long as you acknowledge they are indeed different. I know that I am an angry person when it comes to things that I am protective of. So, I understand the hesitation. But he just kind of shrugs. Again, I applaud you, Redpath. Despite what you are up against, you power through it again and again. Be proud of that.
How is... Where did she hit you? Are you okay there, or...?
One more time, sorry.
When she punched him or hit him into the wall, where was that?
It was kind of in the sternum. He, like, gently reaches up and, again, like, his shirt isn't, like, fully buttoned up just because it's near impossible because of just how muscular he is. He looks down.
Oh, it hurt, to be sure, but not physically.
You don't need to act tough.
I'm not acting tough. I'm just being honest. Besides,
He just does a lay on hands on himself.
Look at that. Good as new. Oh, that was a
It's a lot of ones
shit.
in
I'm doing
Oh,
better.
wow, I gotta watch out. You're gonna put me out of a job. Wait, hang
Damn,
on
I
a
do
second. I'm just-
76? That's fucking crazy.
Wait, what just happened? Hang on. Okay, never mind. I think they're just messing around. Continue,
What?
sorry.
What did you see? Like, he sits up alert now. He's in defense mode.
No, I think they're just messing around. Nothing.
Who? Who was?
The children.
Oh. Oh, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, he like has a hand on his forehead, like,
Yeah. It's not long until you don't have to engage with this, but you see someone walking in, very, very pleased with themselves. Hello.
I like how you say you don't have to engage with this.
You can ignore Tafelvir Lekenlil, but what will be the consequences?
Is my order ready? Oh, yeah. Here, just a second. Let me.
I think it's funnier to watch him in his natural environment, just watch him do what he will without any external, like, force.
Yeah,
you know?
like a nature documentary.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If the meerkat climbs onto your head while you're taking a picture, you let the meerkat do that.
You see this person reach out. Yeah, here's your order, sir. Oh, big cookie. Sir, you need to pay for that. I got a cheese it. Sprints out the door.
He just didn't need to do that.
Exit, pursued by men with billy clubs.
Yeah. Huh.
Should,
That was a criminal.
Hey, hang on.
He stands up.
Come on. He's a troubled man.
Employees, would you like me to pursue? Look, like, does a double take on Garen's physique? No! No, we don't want that escalated.
We don't want you to kill him.
How much was the cookie?
Oh, like, a couple gold. It's really not that big of a deal. This is, hey,
Just add that to our tab. Add that to our tab.
are you sure? Well, that's real
Yeah.
sweet of you. Okay. Garen crosses arms. This town will fall apart if we keep turning a blind eye to criminal
I'm not
activity.
turning a blind No, I'm gonna go and have a talk with him later. I know the man. He's a silly little man.
Should I talk to him?
Yeah, that would be funny.
I will talk to him now.
No, we need to wait for
He
our food.
stands up. Oh, yes. The club.
Listen, I know where he lives. We can just go and meet him there. Get our food and we'll walk there.
Okay.
You're a fucking dog, Garen.
Yeah, what did you expect?
Karen sees injustice. No.
Punish. Yeah, it isn't too long until both of these individuals come walking over with the food, and they're like, all right, here is your order, sir.
Thank you.
And yours. Garen looks down. Hokey. Yes, very good. This is indeed giant. You are not lying to me. This is appreciated. He just grabs it and immediately bites into it. Right.
Yeah,
They just
okay.
walk away.
Rafat's got like this weird look on his face, like, hey man, as long as he's happy, but also this fucking clown.
I should probably go try to track her down, huh?
No, we have to wait for her to come to us.
Okay. It's weird to hear Garen just say okay, but that's all he has.
I heard that you two used to dance or something. Dia had mentioned that.
Ah, yes. A bit embarrassing, but yes, we did dance rather often.
That's not embarrassing. That's a nice thing to do.
Well, it is a curious thing for the Lord of Silver and one of the 6 judges of the Keepers to also be on their tippy toes, twirling about. Though no one had the stones to bring it up to me.
Then it's not silly. If they don't speak it into being, then it's not silly.
So be it.
You
Very
should've
well,
seen me at the
Sheaves
harvest
blade.
dances.
Did you dance at all, Redpath?
Yeah, the very different kinds of dances, though. They were only for festivals. I was pretty alright at them. Because it was more like an endurance sort of thing. They'd have, like, competitions to see who could, like... It's like a stupid thing of, like, holding and tossing hay bales while also doing a motion.
So it's like square dancing and things of the sort.
Yeah, similar, yeah. It's like a big group thing. It's less of a duet and more of like a group sort of
It's a
activity.
line dance.
It is a
Yeah.
cruette. Yes.
Duet? Is that even a word?
No. Garen just smiles.
Your creativity knows no bounds.
Just takes another big bite out of the sandwich.
Are you regretting it yet?
Not telling her?
No, the sandwich.
No, never. This is good. He takes another big bite. I feel like I've been rewarded.
Is this really that big of a deal to you, huh?
Redpath, you said it was quite all right. This is excellent. This is a good sandwich. He just like holds it out to you.
I'll need to give them a good review then.
Yes, we should. You! Inform the Hairstiffs. Good sandwich. Yeah, all right, man.
You taught her proper decorum, but you didn't bother to like brush up on your own, like I suppose customer service manners.
I've been feeling more casual as of late.
That's
It's
a
almost-
good thing, but I think combined with the inherent... Now this is gonna sound bad, but like I see where you're coming from. Just let me put it in perspective of the layman's sort of perspective here for you. I think your presence combined with the privilege that you have lived with for many years now does not combine well with the casual nature of this. Does that make sense?
He nods. It does, and I'm terribly sorry. I will work on that.
A little bit at a time.
I think what it is, and this is not meant to be pointing blame, I feel relaxed for the first time in a long time. Like I don't feel as though there's a knife just behind me.
Yeah. I get that, yeah. But then, you know, these lovely people working here look at you when they see a knife, so...
Ah, yes, that makes sense. He looks down at himself. Yes, I suppose so.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. He just nods. Right. I think it's maybe about time we headed on back to the hotel. Just
you
in
don't want
case.
to actually go and accost that cookie-stealing man?
That's right. The vagrant. He stands up.
I'll wrap the rest of this up and pay, and then we'll go and find the man.
Well, you know what? Let him have a good night's rest. Just one more. We will capture him in the morning.
I don't think we have time, as funny as that would be.
I don't want to be out too late in case Andy does come back.
Oh, this is easy. He's just down the street.
Really?
Yep.
Then punishment follows.
Okay.
Redpath quickly wraps everything up and pays. He leaves them a tip.
Yeah, no, the guy like walks and was like, seriously, man, don't worry about it. It's good. That was
I know you
entertaining.
deal with nobles all the time and stuff, but
Listen. For us, like this,
the most important thing just happened. We got a story.
Yeah, that's a comedy show, I suppose. All right, I get it.
No, listen. If this is what was considered rude, like, not that big. Seriously, go.
Thanks, bye.
Yeah, and you've got the big sandwich. Like, you have to walk with this like mass. To put in perspective, when the
It's
sandwich
a meter long, isn't it?
it's huge. It's a huge fucking sandwich. It's insanely large.
Good God.
Yeah. And I will bring us back over to the Leviara backdrop. Yeah, you two go back out in the rain.
Oh, okay.
And do you actually want to go after Tatlavir, or does that just happen and we have you scurry on back to the base of operations?
What would be funnier? A noodle incident, or they get to see it?
I feel like you get there. Hold on, I'm gonna roll something in secret for our good friend Tathavir. Oh, thanks a lot, Roll20.
How well he stored the cookie into his cheek pouches that he has.
Oh my god, I am fucking this up. There we go. Here. You get there, no idea where he is. you even go, because he showed you his secret basement, not there. But the worst part is as you walk around, he's here. I hate it. He's a ghost. I'm not staying for this.
Garen rolls a 1 to resist fear against Ghost a second time.
Redpath realizing he could cast Locate Object on Tathelvir's stupid little coat, or even the cookie to find it.
It's in my tummy.
Stool wants a cookie. Alright, I know you can hear me. I don't know where you are. We're disappointed in you. If we find out that you've done that again, we're going to come back and make you feel worse.
Okay, try. And so, you all return back.
What a shenanigan.
The siren song. I would say you probably all are like, is Blackthorn here? Yeah, I think Blackthorn's actually just on the piano.
Ooh!
Oh, he's tickling the ivories. How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good.
I mean, he's a little out of practice.
And Nash here. Or where does Nash want to be?
I mean, it seems like we've all de-pumpkined ourselves, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
When we were coming in, it looked like somebody had a really bad stomach accident outside on the road. Was that any of you? Because I know that you guys were having trouble earlier, but it didn't seem serious.
Oh, did it? Did it look like that?
None of that came out of my stomach.
I can't.
Who's your Blackthorn
Nash
playing?
is making that expression that dogs make when you come
Yeah.
home and they've ripped up, like, the sofa.
The toilet paper, the sofa.
You gotta turn the rain effects on again. It's important.
Oh, sure.
Oh my god, just like
wow.
rainy mood.
This is so nice.
Oh, lo-fi hip-hop beats to study to.
I am no longer angry. I don't care that I had a pumpkin thrown at me.
Oh, what?
No, not on purpose.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just another bruise to the ego. Like I haven't had enough of those.
Oh.
But it was a fun day. You know,
Yeah.
we went to the academy. Pure can now summon those intrusive thoughts at will.
What? Cool.
See, now that shouldn't have been the response. I can't be mad. It's still nice in here. You should probably be a little bit more concerned than going, wow, cool.
That's really impressive. She only discovered, true access to her abilities. I suppose it's been a little longer absent, Wandering Woods time, but a couple weeks? That's impressive progress.
Yeah, it's almost suspiciously impressive progress, as though it might have something to do with her being the catalyst of a weird monster.
Are we able to have any of her instructors keep an eye on her in that regard?
I'm sure they're already planning on it.
Okay.
I will say, as you're all sitting here with the rain and then you hear this piano, it reminds you back to the Elysione Mansion.
It does.
And more importantly, good old Candle Blight.
Not me, baby.
Yeah,
oh my God,
well,
you probably learned the song from him.
Yes. And that's what you start, like, you look over your shoulder and hear that tune and realize, oh my God, Blackthorn made that song. Or at least it probably came from him.
Oh man, look at you, Will, justifying reuse of a BGM track with cool in-universe lore. I'm about it.
Yeah, no, we're hanging out, having a nice time for a second, and then Maze feels an itch in the arm he no longer has.
Rosa and Fez, oh, this is really pretty.
Everyone else?
This is quite nice, actually.
Yes, it is a nice track in a vacuum, isn't it?
I don't think sound can travel in a vacuum, actually.
Thank you. That is clearly what I was looking for.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, all things considered, it was a nice evening despite it all.
Did he leave a hand over there?
You notice that extending from his sleeve are two other hands that are still just tinking away as he reaches over. Could use a glass of water, thank you.
You're quite the showman.
He looks over. How do you mean?
You know who we should introduce him to?
No.
Matthias.
Oh. Yeah, I think you and Matthias would get on like a house on fire.
Well, thankfully it's raining.
Matthias needs a new musician too, correct?
It probably wouldn't hurt.
World of entertainment, you would toss me into something like that. And he sits back down and you see that as he moves his arms, they mold into the single pair again, and he just continues like nothing happened.
Horrible. It is the world of entertainment, but Matthias is a good so-and-so. I wonder how...
Hey, if you're gonna influence the world of mortals as a demigod, maybe you can make an exception for doing it through satirical lyrics.
You find me to be a man of comedy?
I think...
You can be anything you want to be.
I think
smirks.
You could lend yourself to that deadpan style.
He smirks. I am a man of tragedy. Perhaps it is time for a bit of comedy.
Pagliacci.
Well, you know what they say. Tragedy is when I cut my finger. Comedy is when you fall in a hole and die.
Words to live by.
Perhaps.
Actually, come to think of it, I didn't check in with Matthias after, we got back. I wonder how things with the play have progressed. I wonder if that tailspin stopped.
I suppose they would have had several problems to deal with. Yeah, it would be a shame if your work didn't end up getting staged after all this trouble.
Rosa looks over. I mean, did you want to go and check? Like all of us just go and check on Matthias? It's been a while.
I don't see why we can't. It's a little late, but Matthias strikes me as a night owl anyway.
No one's
most likely
seen or spoken to Andrin since this morning, I take it?
No.
No. Oh, actually, if we're going to see Matthias, I need to change. Dia, I'm so sorry. Or Fez, do you have clothes I could borrow? Because right now,
my God, do I? Holy shit!
Makeover,
Amazing.
makeover,
Let's go. Makeover, makeover. Let's go.
Maze just does like a dainty wave, like, have fun.
I feel like I would get in the way of whatever that's about to be. Fez just goes back to sipping her water. Yeah. So, what we can do then...
Hold on. Once Dia exits the scene, now's the perfect time to talk about her behind her back.
Oh, sure.
Go for it.
Maze glances over at Fez. How's Dia holding up? I'd ask her, but I don't generally think I get straight answers out of her.
It's starting to weigh on her. A fair
Not
amount.
on her mind. That why I suggest throw pumpkin.
It was a great idea, Nash. I really appreciate that. And she just like reaches over and pats you on the shoulder. And as for finally, while rude, yes, I get it. I do. I think because I'm not with her as often as you guys, I guess maybe I'm more patient because I just haven't seen all of it, and
No, it's because the novelty wears off.
That's fair.
She's not a very direct person when it comes to her feelings. I suspect we don't really know as much about her as we would like, but that's her right.
I think I won't say that she has learned the lesson that you're all looking for, but I think she's paying attention a lot more now. And like fully understanding that there are consequences. She puts her hands up. I know it's rude of me to ask, but I think you just need to be patient just for a little longer. I don't think a lot if you can do that.
I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel awful talking behind her back like that.
Yeah, sorry to put you in that position, but...
No, listen, she just shakes her hand to the side. Like, I get it. Dia's a loose cannon, and that's one of the things I like, but she looks over at Redpath. I understand how that charm could wear off very quickly, especially considering the dangerous situations you've been in.
She does cause a little bit of trouble. To be honest, though, that's only half of my concern. My grander concern is that I sort of suspect that she just hates herself.
There might be a little of that.
Nash kind of kicks his legs a little bit and was like, she asked me a little bit about if I would ever go home to tribe. I say no, because obvious.
Yes, because of course you wouldn't.
I asked her, and she said nowhere for her to go back to, and wouldn't talk more. So, left it at that.
She must be.
She have a lot on her mind today, I think.
I would imagine. That's not the sort of thing she would ask you if she wasn't thinking about it. Because, like, we all know the answer to that question, right? Gestures to the room. Like, we all know how Nash feels.
Nod.
Yeah. Right. But she sits up straight. But Dia's done a lot, okay? Like, she's looking into this soul transfer process, you know? She has been instrumental in many of your adventures and handling various problems. She's kind.
Don't need to sell her to me.
Of course.
She have my back always. I have hers always.
No, we know very well that she's good in a jam.
Yeah. You just hear Fez's little claws kind of like clink into one another. I just want to make sure that when there's harsher criticisms that we acknowledge that there are good things. There are a lot of good things.
I don't think anything that she does is out of a sense of malice. I think everything she does is coming from the most well-intentioned place. I don't know if she's really aware of the price that she pays for those good intentions.
Well, Fez sits upright. I think she does. Now. And you see that she's still got the nice little cloak from Dia, and she kind of holds it tighter.
Well, I hope you're right about that.
Aren't you a fun batch of individuals?
I'm
Blackthorn
sorry,
walk.
Do you want a joke instead?
I'm sorry, do you want to come in here and tell us about how great of friends the Legion was? How you
I
all
could get
let-
more pumpkin to throw off roof.
You know,
Blackthorn turns.
Honestly, if you want to talk trash about the Veritas Legion, I think that'd be really insightful.
That'd be very funny, actually.
I suppose I could ramble on about them to some extent. I don't want to take up too much of your time, though. Why don't you pick one, and I can tell you about their escapades.
Well,
Who would be the most productive to talk about? Who would help you the most?
I think we already know an awful lot about Des and Parthena.
Those are some of the main ones. Really.
Why don't you talk shit on your own wife, lol?
Oh yeah, I'll talk so much shit about her.
Tell you
she
what,
was
actually.
too nice.
I don't think we got much confirmation on it. Do you have any idea what the murder is all about?
He turns and looks at you. Ah, the murder. A little creature that was left behind by my mother.
Ah.
The murder is a creature that is meant to oversee certain areas and defend them to some extent. Though, one detail that may not have been brought to your attention fully is that the murder became rather attached to a failed Veritas Legion project that was actually, he gestures to all of you, stopped by your organization. One of them, at least.
Let's go.
Are you familiar with, based on your history and the shocking
Please, have a
amount of...
seat.
He like goes to squat, and you see like bones appear, and he just sits down right there.
What'd you think would happen?
Are you familiar with Project Sun Eater?
That name has come up before, yes, though I'm pretty sure the documents related to it crumpled in my hands.
Yes. Project Sun Eater, the attempt was to find a way to cause darkness to sweep a large portion of land to prevent the sun from peering through. Concerningly, they had gotten pretty far. Though there was a slight design flaw that I would not learn until after it was cleaned up. And of course, myself and Meredith were appalled by. You see, what they had done is they had developed a process where all light would be swallowed into a conduit. What this meant is it created magical darkness, far more difficult to traverse. And so, nearly a mile-wide area had become nothing but magical darkness that allowed some of the most heinous of creatures to walk forth unabated. The conduit was a woman. All the magic siphoned into her, and she became the focal point. Wherever she moved, the dome of darkness followed. But she was this brilliant light that if you looked at her for too long, you would go blind. And even her radiance was so severe that if you were not behind something, you would likely be seared in some capacity. And so, we move on to the murder. The murder had stumbled upon her in this magical darkness, the only creature that could see her perfectly, and became a protector of her, provided her comfort in her slowly dying body. The murder would eventually become furious as the Ebon Ward did what was necessary. They had no means to purify this woman, and so killed her. Which in turn removed the magical darkness effect in the area. The murder, livid with this turn of events, and knew that they could not save her, fled. And seems to have made their home in the Wandering Woods to protect me, as they were aware that I was against the process. And it need not be said, but I will say it anyways. He fully stands up and you see the bones dissipate. You can thank Parthena for that design.
What was her name?
He looks down. I don't know. Well, claps his hands. I realize I had commented on your negativity only to bring my own.
What can I say? We bring out the worst in people.
But you also bring out the best. You take the good with the bad.
Exactly. Thank you for the story, though.
You're welcome. I'm more than happy to provide you a miserable time. And he gives a little bow. Oh. I'm off to see this theater. I'm curious about it now.
I mean, like, don't wait up, right? We're all going there too, but like, fuck it, yeah, whatever. Yeah, just.
He is a cat. I can't stress this enough.
Yeah.
He is just a cat who's like, I will do what I want right now.
You have him as a cat and Garen as a dog.
Yeah. Cat dog.
Cat
dog.
Combine them and you get the weirdest old man.
Yeah, you do.
Old men can only be one of two things.
The cat
And
man
it's
or dog man.
disgusting. Yeah, it's not too much longer until Dia and Rosa come back on down. Dia, what kind of outfit have you provided Rosa? Because she likely has a very different fashion sense from you.
Yeah. I think among her wardrobe, which I don't have this in my inventory, but I've sort of imagined that given Dia is how she is, that she probably has some bag of holding adjacent item that she uses to bring, you know, a crazy extensive wardrobe and makeup and jewelry everywhere she goes. So I think there were plenty of options. I think, given what Rosa chooses to wear normally, Dia probably would have been recommending things that were like, she probably doesn't have a lot that's just white, but she probably has a lot of like silver or like glittery kind of stuff. And she's probably got, you know, a good mix of like blues and purples, which I think she might recommend. What do you think Rosa looks for?
Rosa would definitely go for like the silver, and I think she'd go for the blues. So I think instead of her normal like, Rosa is usually like very monochrome. It is white and black. That is it. I think she comes down the stairs and she's got this nice kind of glittery silver dress with like nice pops of blue and whatnot. And she's taken the hat off at this point. Yeah, she also hasn't worried about jewelry at all, but yeah, she comes on down, and you notice her like kind of tug at the dress a bit. It's like, we're slightly different sizes, but I really appreciate this.
Yeah, you know, you're making it work.
Well, thank you. I really
Belle of
appreciate
the ball over here.
Oh, stop. You stop that right now.
Yeah, you come down and just noticeably improve the collective mood.
So, heard you was talking shit. No.
I literally heard you were talking shit, punches Fez in the back of the head.
Donkey punch.
Picks her up by the horns and so long gay Bowser's her out the windows.
That feels like in this universe a fucking hate crime. Like hardcore. Let's see here.
Dia's gonna sit down and immediately admire her handiwork, and in particular wants to see if Maze is immediately like, "Oh, what light through yonder window breaks." Yeah.
Maze is gonna try and appreciate your handiwork.
Appraise.
Yeah, Dia, do you have like, you know what, Dia, give me a charisma check.
Okay.
Or if you've got like perform.
Let me see what I've got that's applicable.
Yeah. Let's see if
You have
you've
profession
got
flower arrangement. That might help.
Oh yeah. It's a little specific, but it is useful.
Oh. Can I make a disguise check?
Oh, absolutely! You can make a disguise check. Wow. Actually, you know, sure, like the wardrobe doesn't fit Rosa perfectly just because different figures, but like, damn, Dia did work.
How tall is Rosa?
I want to say Rosa's like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay. So she's like a little shorter than Dia, but not much. But I think she would have leaned into that and been like, "Here's what we're gonna do about the slight size mismatch. We're just gonna we're gonna try and make it look intentional." And so I think there might be even a little bit of like, you know, when like monarchs get dressed up for a ceremony and they've got the like long fucking dress trailing behind, like the ermine cape kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
sure. I think there's an element of that to the outfit. So besides the dress, there's like a little bit that's pooling around, but in a way that looks intentional.
Maze gives her a twice over and cracks a small smile. You look very nice.
Thank you very much.
Though I suspect the pooling cloth might be a problem in the rain.
Hold on. I might have a solution. She goes outside, and you see her, like, jump in a puddle immediately to get the bottom of the dress wet, comes back inside, lets it all splay out perfectly, and then uses ice to freeze the bottom.
Practical.
Ooh, that's cool. Also, those are my clothes and may be damaged. But
oh my god, I didn't even. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
I will pay you back. Maze, we got some gold. Can you?
I got the reaction I wanted.
It's fine. She literally threw a pumpkin at you.
Hey, yeah!
That one wasn't me. I thought I was very clear about that.
But like, Dia, you would cover for me, right?
Yes.
Yep, so we're great. Fez walks out. Here, I'll drag you over to...
Don't know if I know enough to fix freezing on dress.
I'm sure you could figure it out, Nash. You just need a little time.
I'm sure you could figure... You are like unto a god.
Nash, you are Jesus Christ himself.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, and Garen walks on in. This is the first time I have been here.
Oh, really?
Yes, this is rather
you
exquisite.
didn't wander in here at some point?
Oh no, wait, I gotta think about this. No, I think no, they haven't, because there was the threat of improv.
Yes. Yes, right. Well.
Only Garen was smart enough to avoid improv.
Yeah. That comes on in. Fez also, she's not just standing out in the rain like, what does it all matter for?
What's the point, you know?
Why are we here, Pumpkin? Just to suffer?
Pumpkin's like, yeah, you tell me, asshole. Yeah, Fez comes walking on in, and Garen marches in and is like, where's the show?
Snaps his finger.
Entertainment, please!
Well, that's...
I don't believe there is one tonight.
Yeah, no,
We're
that's
probably just rehearsing.
That's the sort of thing we're here to inquire about. Matthias!
Oh, Maze, hello! They walk up and immediately they grab your shoulders and kiss you on the cheeks. Oh, welcome back! It's been so long.
It's a little forward, but all right. How's the show coming along?
Oh, well, you know, it's going. Well, as you can see, we've had to make a few adjustments considering there was an insanely important recast that needed to happen. While Lucine was not playing the role of the individual behind the waterfall, there have been a couple of other changes that needed to occur. One of which is we've had to actually modify some of the songs for our lovely lady behind the waterfall.
That makes sense. I mean, I can't imagine I did an amazing job in general, and if we're changing registers and stuff. He just starts mumbling.
No. It's nothing to do with that. It's more her voice is changing. It's not nearly as deep as it used to be.
Oh.
Oh.
I hadn't actually noticed that.
So, obviously this causes some complications, but if anything, I'm more than pleased to make the adjustments. It means things are getting a little better for her.
That's great.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's really good. We were really concerned about the opposite happening after Lucine got...
So was everyone! Maze, dear, wraps an arm around you. We were all terrified. Politely, of course.
Shat bricks.
We were pooping farting over here. It was crazy.
No, that makes sense.
No, they don't say that. Matthias then turns. So today, instead, what we're doing is we're touching up the backgrounds and whatnot, and all of that. And my goodness, you've brought quite a little herd.
Yeah, no, everyone was curious about the state of things, or just wanted to gawk at the building.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gawking.
Yeah. Chad Orc. Hey, guys!
Hey, Chad Orc.
You know, that wasn't the right response. He should have said, "Hey, guys," and then we all went, "Shadow!"
Shadow! Fez, for no reason, starts clapping. Oh, thank you.
The acoustics in here, wonderful, right?
It is a really fantastic space, I gotta say.
Oh my gosh, the flattery. Please continue. I live
it's
for this.
So many more floors than you'd expect, right?
Yes, this is a lot.
It's crazy.
It's got...
That chandelier could kill so many people.
Yes. That feels like a hazard. I should probably get that down.
No, it stays up there.
Very well. Just immediately backs off from it.
I'm curious then, since the show has been carrying on production just fine, do you have an ETA on when it's going to be ready for, debut?
Oh boy, I'm not 100% certain quite yet. I feel like, oh my gosh, there's a squeak there. Oh, I feel like fairly soon. I don't want to delay any longer just because, oh my gosh, they just dramatically lean against the railing. Oh, Maze, you're well aware of all the crazy shenanigans that have been going on around here, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Oh well. We do what we can with what is
actually, I should
us.
clarify, let's make sure we're talking about the same crazy shenanigans, all of that bullshit with Lucine, impending keepers, general shakeups in power structure.
Right, that was all terrible too. But I also just mean a lot of our actors have not been interested in performing because they have been understandably emotionally devastated. The general public has not been enticed to congregate in public areas because of reasonably terrorist attacks.
Right.
So
yeah, that all makes sense.
But the people can't stay away for too long. I mean, look how many people walked in today and we don't even have a show going on.
I think am I did Astrophil get lost?
Nastro's also just kind of looking for signs of Astrophil in this galaxy.
Give me a perception check.
Oh my god.
He is the floor. He
winks
winks
on the
at
ceiling.
you.
He's up at the fucking chandelier.
Yeah, I'm talking here.
I'm talking here.
Oh god, what is this gonna be?
You're all looking for him. Is that let's see, 25, 16, 14.
I got the best chance here.
Got the best chance. Dia, did you roll a perception, or do you?
I mean,
Dia is
let's
Dia.
be real.
You know what? That's fair. Actually, Rosa, what is your perception?
Nash beats with a 5 what I could roll with a nat
Garen,
20.
give us one.
Oh yeah, actually, Garen's perception is.
I mean, is Garen aware that it's a thing to look
Oh, Garen's
for?
not looking. Garen does not care to look.
Yeah.
Rosa.
Nope.
Rosa is just like, look at how large the theater is that I've been to a dozen times.
Yeah,
Wow.
Rosa hasn't even
Feels
managed.
so pretty.
Rosa hasn't even managed to walk next to me, so I can't imagine she's paying.
I think
attention.
with Maze clearly opening up for a prolonged conversation with Matthias, Dia's gonna aside to Rosa and Bez. Do you guys want to like see the balconies or something while they talk theater biz?
Oh, sure. That sounds fun.
We've only gotten to be here while we've been under tremendous stress. I haven't gotten to wander without having to worry about getting shanked in a random room, so you know.
Yeah.
And
okay,
Rosa
sure.
naturally didn't hear you.
Yeah, Rosa is just like, wow. Yeah, Nash, you look around. You don't see him.
Not type to say go place and then not go place.
I'm not seeing him anywhere out here. Let's go look and see if he got lost in the back or something.
Yeah, Nash will come along on your looking for Astrophil trip. He's curious now.
Yeah, there's the back floor up there. Am I allowed on the stage?
Oh, go where you please. Thank you for checking, though.
Oh my god, this is a big curtain. Oh,
Yes, you're gonna need some muscle for that one.
Flexes.
Yeah, Garen tailing after you. And then Dia and Fez, you guys go up to the balcony and you look down on the stage, and this is still a really nice view, and even just like the casual conversation, you can hear pretty well actually. It seems like the acoustics have been designed very, very impressively for considering the size of this structure.
oh, look, there's a boat back here.
Oh yes, that's for one of the later scenes.
Oh,
It's a big boat.
yeah, it's quite large.
Oh, that looks really inconvenient to bring on stage.
Well, you know, that's theater.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Chad Org!
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'm
Right
paid
now,
well.
It's like a point and click game where Red Path like clicked on the boat
Yeah!
and got the dialogue for it, and in the background Matthias comments on everything you
That's
click
very
on.
funny.
Yeah, plopping around. Like, I would say you do a full look around.
Yeah, we
you
do a
don't
full
see
look
Blackthorn.
Oh my god.
The fuck is this man?
He
Huh.
is the audience.
Well, not our job to keep watch of him, I guess.
It kind of, sort of is, a little bit.
Not like you're gonna turn into a house again.
Well,
And then you guys go upstairs. Let's see here. Do I bring you to another map? I think for the sake of convenience, I won't. But yeah, no, you go on the second floor. No Blackthorn.
Well,
He's in chat for something. Blackthorn can compress his body small enough to pass through the fourth wall.
Ooh, outstanding.
well, I go back downstairs and keep ear out for bone sounds.
oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Garen will like tag along. He's like, I don't really know where else to be right now. Yeah, I think at a certain point, Garen like goes back essentially to the main entrance. Is just like, I guess I'll watch for him. I don't know.
Yeah. Red Path, I guess, will go up a couple of floors. He'll go up to like the top floor to try and see if he can get a view of like the whole inner area.
Okay. Yeah. So to put in perspective, actually, you know what? I will bring you to this one map, Red Path, just because this is one that we will never use otherwise.
Yeah, we might as well look at it.
Oh. Cool.
So you get to the very tippy top.
Climbs the ladder up here.
Oh, this is so cool. I wish we used this.
Well,
My
we
goodness.
never. There were setups for Lucine Delta to be attacking during performances. We didn't get
that would have been so cool.
Hey man, these things happen. No big deal. But yeah, you come up here, and you look down, and there's a moment of like, whoa, jeez, just because of how high it is. But, yeah, you kind of walk around the edge to look out the windows, just to see out further, and it's a little hard to see out these windows because, of course, Matthias being as extra as they are, all of these windows are kind of the colored glass
Stained
of various.
glass. Oh, Red Path loves it.
They're stained glass of like past performances.
Ah.
So there's one that's like this vibrant red where it shows like someone dipping another person for a big kiss. There's another where it's this deep blue as someone sitting by a pond looking very melancholy. And that's just like the whole gambit along the way. It's like genuinely stunning. And it's like, why are these so high up? This is so hard to see.
I can't see this shit. This is so nice.
Can you give me a perception check?
Give me a fortitude save.
Red Path. You look out from the Paradise Theater, and you've got a pretty dang good bird's eye view. And you see over by the market area, there seems to be some sort of commotion.
Oh. Oh god, what is that?
You can't make out any specifics.
Okay.
He's gonna call down to, because he can see them just down here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, can somebody go outside and see if there's anything going on out front?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Ash
Nash.
should go outside.
Yeah, give me a perception check, Nash.
Is Garen out there? Oh,
Whoa. Okay.
He was told by Redbuff, hey, something might be going on. The Nash alert has been on. He's like,
Something
okay,
is immediately happening.
something is happening.
Nash, you can hear a bit of commotion. People yelling about a fight breaking out. The specific details, you can hear a couple of people like getting and it's so hard just because of the rain. Talking about like, I don't know, just some man got in a fight with some woman. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Nash will be like into a Big Brother. He'll be like, seem like fight happening. I going to get closer look.
huh? What? Oh, okay, I can pass that along.
Tap, 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 tap.
All right. So who all is going to fully investigate?
I will go down and I will group dimension door as many of us as we need.
I mean, here's the thing
like
about
minor...
that is that I don't know if that is like reasonable given what information we have. This could just be nothing.
Red Path is on high alert because Andrin is out wandering around.
I guess that's fair. If you want to yank Maze into a dimension door, he'll begrudgingly accept, but like he'll still be talking with Matthias as long as he can manage.
Yeah, so I've got Red Path going, Maze is going, Nash
is
going.
certainly going.
Yeah, Nash is first on the scene, man.
If everyone else is going, then Dia will tag along, but she's gonna give Fez a little kiss. and say, I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
We're
And
gonna go
Rose
break
is
up a
like, this
street
room
fight."
is so big.
Okay. So, I will have Nash get there first. Let me change the music just a little bit.
I would
Hardpath
love
has
if
to
it
go down
literally
all
was
those
just
stairs.
a random man and a random woman involved
Getting in
in
a
a
drunken
domestic
brawl.
dispute.
I mean, it could be. We don't know.
Nash.
This
Team up
music
Betsy, team
implies.
up Betsy.
Stop that.
Nash, as you go sprinting through the various roads, you run past a couple of people, and you do spot just up ahead of you, Blackthorn actually get kicked square in the sternum and thrown back and nearly blast through the entirety of a building.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
He's fighting a horse.
And you see a familiar face walking up menacingly.
Ah!
He immediately says into his big brother, good doctor, down!
What?
Blackthorn,
Can you tell
good
which
doctor
one?
fighting. Not the good one.
Yeah, you see this good doctor approach. You bastard, you left us! You left us to rot! And you come marching through this wonderful little paradise as if nothing happened? Let me explain myself. And lightning quick, she sprints up and slams him through the sternum again, blasting through multiple stone walls until he goes crashing out on the other side. I'm not letting you get away again. Nash, you're the first on the scene. What do you want to do?
So the problem here morally, right, is that she does have a claim to whipping his ass.
Yeah, this is our good doctor because she was here to meet us here.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can't think of why Maria would just walk into town seemingly by herself. And frankly, her emotion sounds pretty genuine, so I think this is probably Marjorie.
Yeah.
You hear behind you. Do we need to cut her? What do we need to do here, Nash?
I think he's just going to try and, like, shout out to her, like, Marjorie!
As she's, like, about to climb through the hole she's created, she stops and looks behind her. Nash, what are you doing here? Did you... Do you know about Blackthorn?
We got him. We got him here. He couldn't get out himself. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm not good at it.
She stops and looks back through the hole as Astrophel is walking. He walks around the building, actually. He's just like... Ugh.
So polite.
As I was trying to tell you, Margie, you have every right to be mad at me, but please let me at least try.
You abandoned us. You tried to kill us.
I know. That was a poor decision to make in the heat of the moment.
You couldn't trust us anymore. You tried to rupture us with your physiomancy. That's when you learned you couldn't touch us.
You are correct. And I am sorry.
It's at this point that
Yeah,
you
Nash is like waiting for the group to get here, and also like, okay, no civilians around. Okay.
Yeah. So here I'll have yeah, you guys appear over here on the right. I'll have you move forward just a little bit.
Oh god.
Yeah, this is awkward, isn't it?
Oh no!
Yeah, he beckons for them to come over. Don't know words to say. Make it better, but Marjorie here.
Hello, Marjorie. I see you've found Astrophel.
Yes, I did. It was not what I was expecting walking through town.
I can't imagine that it was.
I know you have a coat, but not all of us are so fortunate. Could we perhaps take this inside somewhere? Have something to drink and use our words?
Maybe have a little bit less collateral damage? I know you're better than that, right?
Can I get some diplomacy checks from everyone?
Reasonable?
You can just see her breathing heavy. You see that, like, her knuckles are covered in blood. Astrophel looks unharmed, but you get the feeling that's strictly because he can regenerate so quickly. I just... Fine. Fine. Astrophel, like, slowly approaches, arms extended. Don't you dare touch me!
Yeah, no, now's a really bad time for that, dude.
Astrophel nods and takes a step back.
Come on, let's walk. There's a nice dry spot where we can all chat.
All right. And she just kind of walks by. There is this moment that as she walks, she's like looking through the windows and seeing people stare at her with understandable fear. And she just kind of like pulls her collar up closer to kind of cover her face, like clearly embarrassed and just kind of distraught of like, cool, more people see me as just a monster again. Great.
It's all right. We're in good standing here. Our proxy will probably take some of the edge off.
Well,
You wanna trash some pumpkins? It's always on the table.
I wondered about that. I went by the hotel because I assumed you'd be there, and there was a bunch of just broken pumpkins there.
What a load
so
of
I knew
crap
you had
that
been there.
was. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking telltale sign of our business.
Well, I guess I'm also curious. And you see once again that unintentionally evil smile. How have you all been?
Honestly, it hasn't been amazing, but we're working through it.
Oh,
Ups and downs, ups and downs.
Peaks and valleys. We lost a couple weeks to the Feywilds, which wasn't amazing.
Wandering Woods.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize I was not present to aid you with that. Though, she looks over her shoulder. I highly doubt I would have been allowed in anyways.
It was pretty tense in there. I feel like you wouldn't have wanted to be a part of it anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot more that we've learned, and that's also ups and downs, some good, some bad, some ugly. But we can, we can unroll that slowly over some nice food and drink, maybe.
Yeah, of course. How was your trip here? Just get her talking about anything else as we walk and talk.
It was, nice. I needed to be careful. I didn't realize you'd have a military force just outside your doors.
God, yeah, that's awkward, huh?
Yeah, but, I'll have you know, she smiles, the Elysiotes are safe. They have a new home. I will not disclose it to you because I want them to be as safe as possible. But
Outstanding move.
Yeah.
But I assure you they're doing exceedingly well. I would have been here sooner, but I wanted to make absolutely certain that they would not be harmed.
I mean, we hardly noticed it. Again, 2 weeks to the Feywilds.
Is Cherry doing well?
She looks over and you see a very gentle smile. Cherry's doing exceedingly well. She's also been accompanied by Peepo, and the two, they're inseparable.
I knew that would work out.
Though, there is one curious detail. I don't think it's a bad thing. She, cups her chin and thinks. I do believe that the persistent contact with Peepo and friendship that has developed, I think Cherry is beginning to develop abilities.
Oh.
I don't want to jump the gun, but I think there may have been an unintentional pact created between the two.
Oh.
That's
Wacky.
not particularly surprising, if I'm being honest.
I mean, that's... Given that her dad's already felt they needed to conceal things about her, to me, that feels like, at this point, almost all upside.
Mm-hmm.
What a nice new thing for her to have in her life.
It is. I mean, her druidic abilities were already beginning to manifest, but having this connection to a fey creature seems to have amplified them a bit. And she has informed me that the first thing she's doing is she's making that little peach farm. And it's coming along nicely already.
Oh. It's good for Peepo, too, I'm sure.
It is. Right. And Marjorie continues onward, making her way to the closest building that seems to be still opened is the Tiny Bucket. Redpath, Nash, I see you're both still with Blackthorn.
Yeah, I assume Redpath is
inspecting
checking
the
in with
damage to the
Blackthorn.
individual houses.
Yeah, Nash is basically kind of like getting up a damage report and is gonna be like, I gotta tell Pride about this so he don't freak out.
Yeah, Blackthorn fine.
His boys in here.
Nash taking the police report.
Yeah, he's literally kind of like taking the police report so that he can like be like, okay, Blue Jay, this is what happened.
Hey,
to
sorry we didn't get involved. That shit was scary. We figured we'd get crumbled immediately and would just escalate the situation. Yeah, so I got my stone. Do you need to call Pride?
Yeah, I think it would be good to let him know so that he informed. Thank you.
Yeah, yep.
I don't imagine I'll have anything kind to say to her. I don't have quite the same rapport as the others do. So, how's about you and me, and I'll go call back to Garen. We can go back to the hotel and wait for a different angry daughter to show up.
At least it won't be directed towards me.
Well, you're the second man today who's been punched through a wall by his daughter, so...
He looks back over at Marjorie, and you see a very, very glum expression.
She looks so much older now.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I saw my younger sister again.
She has every right to hate me. I do need to talk to her, but I can't yet.
Not, he gestures.
And this will be the result, most likely.
Well, it's a shame you didn't get to see the theater. We were looking all around for you.
He has that devilish smile.
I was so looking forward to it.
Well, let's go.
Yes.
As he walks, you see him hold up his hand, and it folds out and flattens to become an umbrella, and this blue jay's like, oh,
What the fuck? No, about the wall.
Focus up, my guy.
This awning was fucked.
Yeah, we don't need to RP Nash police report.
Huh? What? Why? Huh?
huh?
Stop it.
What? Yeah, and I think that's where we'll pick up next time on Ebon Ward.
Oh boy!
Oh, that was a wacky one.
Imagine if Redpath was like, none of my business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll leave him to it.
So I'll be real. There were a couple of triggering events that would have her appear. One of them is if you threw one more pumpkin, it would hit her. And,
Oh my god.
and that's how she comes back.
Very funny.
Oh yeah, no, you alluded to that. Yeah, she walked by there, but we were in the midst of a shenanigan.
Yeah. I was like, one more pumpkin's thrown off, it hits her in the head, and she's like, what the fuck?
Well.
Let's get some.
She should just walk around with her hand pointed straight up in the air so that if any pumpkins fall on her, they just get deleted from existence before they reach her.
Well, it's not a... I don't know if that would... I guess what she could do is, like, take extra flesh from herself and then convert it into a giant maw to bite it. Because, remember, with Marjorie, she can't just create...
But she can delete, right? Does pumpkin not count as... Is that not flesh? Does it have to be meat?
It's got to be like meat. And things
Yeah,
like
it's gotta be an animal cell and
not
not a plant cell.
biomatter.
Right.
Well, shit, gang.
Alright, well, before we do outros, I have a request. Will, can you please turn the rain back on? We never have rain.
Oh, you want that rain?
Yeah, I do want that rain.
For some reason, I just remember long ago I had rain on for a long time, and people were like, I'm so fucking sick of this goddamn rain.
Well, I mean, whoever said that wasn't me.
Oh, fair enough.
We were in the Elysione fucking estate for like 4 straight days. It was just like...
Yeah, it's just like white noise at a point where you're like, gah!
Nah, I love it. This is way better than my white noise, which is tinnitus. But yeah, good session.
Oh, this is 150. Goddamn.
God damn.
Yeah, it is. We have a Patreon. Consider supporting us there if you haven't already.
Yeah,
it's just a couple bucks a month gives you access to a bunch of icons that show up in this game, and there's monthly generics that I remembered about without having to be reminded.
Nice. And on top of that, the Ebon Ward South episodes come out a week early there.
That they do.
Yeah. You could see what's known as the Writer's Strike episode.
Fantastic. Love the sound of it. Also, we have a Discord. You should consider joining if you haven't already. It's our community hub. It's where the weekly schedule gets posted, and it's where people submit fan art. Speaking of, do we have some?
We do, and we have an Imgur courtesy of Bread Bunny. I'll throw it in the roll 20.
Well, thank you very much.
That
now,
didn't... What the fuck?
Now that's interesting.
Imgur.
That's a fun new era.
Hold on. What the fuck?
Oh, wait, what? I didn't mean to.
Am I
I'm
crazy?
gonna put it in our Discord call.
Yeah, okay.
Image file.
Yeah, very strange.
What are you, Twitter?
Converts entire Imager gallery to a single broken JPEG.
Yo,
Love
this
that.
sucks.
Right.
I had no choice, strong man. My mouth was a broken JPEG.
Now, is this a Roll20 thing or an Imgur thing?
It's gonna be a Roll20 thing. It's just a link.
Yeah,
It's
no,
gotta
very,
be Roll20.
very strange.
Hang on. I'm gonna link crouton.net in the chat.
Okay, yeah, very
that
important.
one worked, but maybe because it didn't. Hang on.
Yeah, maybe because it's not like a proper crouton.
Crouton.net. Okay, if I do it with HTTPS and www.
Do we get crouton?
Whoa, I found out that if you put the mouse...
Oh, okay, that works. I don't know why the Imager did that.
If you put the mouse?
If you put the mouse just under crouton.net, but like a little bit lower than it, you can get the whole chat log to go ape shit and mirror image itself.
Oh,
Whoa.
strange.
Roll20.
Roll 20.
Anyway, thanks for the Imgur Bread Bunny. Evan Ward, episode 150. There's no inherently wrong way to chuck pumpkins. I disagree.
Well, yeah, we had a couple.
So at the top of the pile from Zeely.
Man. Andrin going through it, doesn't realize all the crazy shit going on.
Everybody else is
You are
having a
no
weird
longer
day
the most
too.
important person in the room.
Move on. Thank you so much. And from Zeely.
When they say well instead of will.
That is your life. I mean, I'd say that I can relate to that, but I actually can't, because I can tell when people say Doug instead of dog, but, like, also no one has ever called me Doug, really. They call me Douglas, except now they call me Lamp.
Yeah.
Sure.
So this
that
is
makes
your
sense.
problem.
Hey, what coming swinging? You swung first.
I know, I was just trying to connect for a second and then realized I fucking couldn't.
Nailing it.
Thank you, Zilly. And also from Zilly. Category 5, my girlfriend gave me a makeover moment.
She is an ice cute.
Very nice.
Look at that. Very nice. From Zeely, this is my son now? We're getting soft tacos later?
So
That's-
funny. The maximum amount of time it will take for Zeely to
To find out what the
To understand what the problem that we have with this development
Yeah.
is.
I didn't think about that. You have no idea what their deal is.
Very nice. And then still from Zilly.
This is lame as shit.
No, this is based. Yeah, you should do that again.
Whatever.
Thank
God.
you so much. Then from 6.
Me when I get you. Pride has had enough.
Very nice.
Amazing. Thank you.
Then from Zilly. Sheriff, you don't think.
Hell yeah.
From Arch Steel.
This is where Maze killed me, Raphael.
Bummer.
EW logo.
Very nice.
Amazing.
So then from 6.
No, my Versace hat.
It's marigold in the back.
Versace. Then why'd you stash that gold?
I love her personality coming out.
Yeah, because she's
I
getting more
noticed it.
confident.
Being
Yeah.
a bit sassy, yeah. Thank you, 6. And from Zilly.
No, do go on.
Does it?
I have a lot of fun with Pure. I think if I get to play another Sorcerer, I'm just gonna play Pure.
That makes sense, yeah. And then from Zilly.
Oh, sorry. Shut up, tiny bread pass.
Very nice.
Amazing. Aw!
And from Fink.
Warrior cats.
Boopers!
Waking up
Boopers!
momentarily at 6 to throw my
Jeez.
silly Blorbo content because I'm still not caught up. Hey man, we love Blorbo content.
Look at
Look at
these
this Blorbo
blorbos.
content.
Oh, these-
And look at the.
Yeah, it's a stink face red path cat and a
Amazing.
cute little gif. Very
Aw.
nice. Very nice.
Oh, that's wonderful, little Deletta cat seeing Nash. Aw.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
then from 6, tiny red path.
Tiny pit.
This is the minion you get in an MMO.
Yeah. Wind up red pass.
Yeah.
I adore the way you draw that. It makes me so happy.
The
It's
way
so-
you draw Nash is so good.
It's so Warner Brothers cartoon
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, very much so. Oh, it's so
You
funny.
Eat a pumpkin in this trying time.
Thank you so much. And then Sylvan Zealy, Nidden Dabanky.
Dublanky. Love a Dublanky.
Very
Thank you
nice.
very much.
Holy shit.
Oh,
And from Skift.
It's Pride Month, Maze. You know what that means.
Huh? What? Do you want us to, like, rail Pride Lionheart? like what?
Don't touch me.
Yeah, see, it's not happening. I'm from Psycho Games.
Normal folks, then old man. Fucking Ramu motherfucker walking up.
Love the icon you went with for him.
Oh, it's so good. You can thank Six for that. Those great icons are actually on his Patreon. You can get those from his stuff. So look for that.
Very nice. Then from Zilla Burbo.
Hoagie.
For the love of God, feed him.
Feed him. I am wasting away.
I just
In
fed
Margaritaville.
I need
I have
6,000
never
calories
been
a
fed
day to
once
maintain
in my
muscle mass.
Thank you very much.
That's amazing.
Then from Zilly.
Look at this little guy.
Haha.
I steal a cookie.
Very piff moment.
Nice, thank you so much. Then from 6. The euphoria of big sandwich.
This has the same energy of like when Grunkelstam walks up, like, now this is a work of art.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Like
this is beautiful.
Thanks. I'm Zilly.
Point of view, you are a minimum wage worker who is gonna have to write up an inventory report for one stolen big cookie. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Then still from Zeely.
Nothing bad ever happens to Tathelvir. This comes marching up.
Nothing bad ever happens to the Leckenlils. Thank you so much.
You know how the dogs, when you got them on camera and you're like, what did you do? And they just stare at you like that.
They have no other defense mechanism.
Other than look sad. And then from Zeely.
Damn, y'all angsty as hell over there.
Literally guy ever. True.
He is so guy ever, and then he literally is getting his own angst moment not 20 minutes later.
What'd you expect? This is how it be sometimes.
Oh, and then from 6, Frozen dress time.
Yeah.
Lovely.
It's so cute. Yeah, these are definitely Dia's clothes.
Yeah, these are Dia's clothes and not Rose's clothes, I can tell.
100%, because they're like really fun.
They're fun.
Well, it's like whatever color she chooses to go with, she's definitely getting something that looks like a prom dress.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Blackthorn gets trolled.
Honestly, the potential icon. Love this.
Oh, it's very nice.
Oh.
And then from Zilly.
Screamer woman.
Womana. I don't know if Scream and Addis ever interact, given, you know, how they exist, but if they did, I think it'd be like this. Yeah, I think so. Just big, scary demon woman.
Big and scary. Seems there's
a couple
there's
more.
A couple more. I'll pop a refresh and see if they made it here into the Inger.
Excuse me, can I get a cup of whopper?
Can I get a cup of whopper, real please? Please, yeah.
For the table? Can I get a cup of whopper for the table?
Yep.
Yeah.
Snaps.
Motherfucker, you snap at me and then ask for a cup of whopper?
Pull it together. Then from Hectica. Who's responsible? Very
Very
nice.
good. Oh.
And then
look.
It's a little Jane.
Oh.
The generic who lived.
You gave her eyes, which is a
lived
strange
too
creative
much.
decision.
Yeah.
and then lastly, a little forward, but okay.
Mwah, mwah.
Have I not done this before? I feel like I probably have.
Probably, but like it's still weird. It's still weird to
Okay.
me.
Fine, then I'll charge you for it.
See, now that doesn't make it less weird.
Well, then it's like you wanted it.
But I didn't.
Oh dear. Then I'll take them back.
Now, that raises new questions. Thank you, my friends, for being here and being fucking goofballs. Always a
Right
fan.
back at you.
Throws the pumpkin at you.
And chat, thank you all for being here, supporting the show, however you do it, be it by giving us money, giving us fan art, or just being here at all. Your support, however you give it, means the absolute world to us. Thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.